Talk Radio.
We celebrate the 60th anniversary of John Lennon meeting Sir Paul McCartney. All that and a whole lot less on Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
5.
Yeah, they do the first bit, but not the second bit, he said. George is to play the first bit of instrumental, isn't he? Sure. Well, keep right into your harmony bits. If there's anything that you want, if there's anything I can do, just call on me and I'll send it along with love from me to you. I got everything that you want, like a heart that's oh so true. So call on me and I'll send it along with love from me to you. I got arms that long to hold you and keep you by my side. I got lips that long to kiss you and keep you satisfied. If there's anything that you want, if there's anything I can do, just call on me and I'll send it along with love from me to you. From me to you. Just call on me and I'll send it along with love from me to you. I got arms that long to hold you and keep you by my side. I got lips that long to kiss you and keep you satisfied. If there's anything that you want, if there's anything I can do, just call on me and I'll send it along with love from me to you. To you.
Oh, yes.
To you.
Oh, yes. Da-da-da-da-da-dum-dum Beatles. Ah. No, they don't say anything at the end. Good. Why should they? Dear listener, 60 years ago today, John Lennon met Sir Paul of Kintyre for the first time at that fete in a churchyard somewhere in Liverpool. I think it's pronounced Wooton, but I'm not totally sure. Why the hell is this not on the front pages of all of the newspapers? We should be celebrating this. This is the greatest thing that has ever happened in popular culture. We should be bunting, should be up everywhere. I drove through London today to get here. I saw not a bloody thing. Not a bloody thing. We should be lifting up Ringo Starr on one of those sedan chairs and carrying him through from Land's End to John O'Groats, dear listener, from Land's End to John O'Groats. That's exactly what we should be doing. Instead, I'll tell you what instead. Not a bloody thing, guys. Not a bloody thing. Nobody, anywhere, has celebrated this. Here we go. Yes, sir. If there's anything that you want, come on, Alan. If there's anything I can do, just call on me and we'll send it along with love from me to you. Take it, Alan.
If there's anything that you want,
yes.
If there's anything I can do,
that's right.
Just call on me and I'll send it along with love from me to you.
Let me take this. I've got arms that long to hold you and keep you satisfied. I've got lips that long to lick you and keep you satisfied. Alan Kenny!
If there's anything that you want,
yes!
If there's anything I can do,
that's right!
Just
call on me and we'll send it along
with love from me to you.
send it along with love from me to you. That told you and keep you by my side. I've got lips that long to lick you and keep you satisfied.
If there's anything that you want, if there's anything I could do,
just call on us and we'll send it along with love from me to you, to you, to you. In Penny Lane there is a barber showing photographs. Go, stop and say hello. On the corner is a banker with a motor car. The little children laugh at him behind his back. And the banker never wears a Mac. In the pouring rain, Alan, it's very strange. Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. There beneath the blue suburban skies, it's in the... Meanwhile, back in Penny Lane, there is a fireman with an hourglass. And in his pocket is a portrait of the Queen. He likes to keep his fire engine clean. It's a clean machine. You did this, Alan. Yes. 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 Here we go. Penny Lane is in my ears and in my arse. For a fish and finger pies in summer, Alan Kennick. Yep.
We see the banker coming in for his friend.
Here we go.
And then the fireman washes in from the pouring rain.
Well, let me try. In Penny Lane, the barber shaves another customer. We see the banker sitting waiting for a trim. And then the fireman rushes in.
From the pouring rain?
Very strange, isn't it? Penny Lane is in my ears and in my arse. There beneath the blue suburban skies, it's in me.
Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. There beneath the blue suburban skies.
Penny Lane! Hang on a minute. Here we go. Round 3. What would you think if I sang out a tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Oh, lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Alan!
Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get by with a little help from my friends. My friend.
Here we go. What do I do when my love is away?
Does he worry to be alone?
How do I feel by the end of the day?
Are you sad because you want?
So that I get by with a little help from my friends. Yeah, I get high with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from... Take it, Alan!
Do you need anybody?
Well, I need somebody to love.
Could it be anybody?
Well, I just want somebody to love. Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the bloody time.
What do you see when you turn on?
I can't tell you, but I know that it's mine. Alan!
Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Yeah, I get by with a little help from my friends. Oh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody?
Hell yeah! I need somebody to love.
Could it be anybody?
Shit, yes! I want somebody to love. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Yeah, I get high with a little help from my friends. Yes, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Take it, Alan!
Yeah, I get by with a little help from my friends. With a little help from my friends.
Oh, baby, baby! Here we go!
Man.
Oh, yes! Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Kath is easy.
Shut your face.
Let me take this one, guys. There's nothing you can do that can't be done. There's nothing you can sing that can't be sung.
Well,
Nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game, 'cause Kath's easy!
seriously, I'm going to kick you right up your...
Steady. Nothing you can't make that can't be made. No one you can save that can't be saved. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you in time, 'cause Kath's easy!
Hey!
Take it, Alan! Take it home, baby!
All you need is love.
Yeah, da-da-da-dum!
All you need is love.
Yeah, da-da-da-dum!
All you need is love. Love.
Yeah! Love is all you need. There's nothing... Oh, this is instrumental bit. Hang on a minute, guys. I think I'm confused. Instrumental.
Yes, instrumental.
Or maybe it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah. The strings. I might...
All
you need is love. Yeah, da-da-da-da. All you need is love. Yeah, da-da-da-da. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. No, okay.
It's easy.
Yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen. All you need is love. Yeah, da 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 da. All you need is love. Yeah, da 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 da. All you need is love. Love. Ooh, love is all you need. Love is all you need. Take it,
All
Alan.
you need is love. Hold together now. All you need is love.
Everybody.
All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need.
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 Love is all you
Love
need.
is all you need.
She loves you.
Love is all you need. Love is all you need.
She loves you.
Love is all you need. Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need. Love is all you need.
Isn't it though? Oh, good. Hang on a second.
Oh no.
Guys,
No.
just indulge me a second. I've got something I want to say to you guys.
Oh.
Well, when I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be, Mr. Alan Caddick.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. Sure, there will be an answer, let it be. Take it, Alan.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be.
Go on, Alan.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be.
Instrumental. Gets funky. It's Billy Preston. Oh, yeah. Let it be. Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. Here we go. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow. Let it be. Oh, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be, let it be. Alan.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
Take it home, Alan.
Let it be, oh, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Make it bad. Here we go. Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Phone up and join in, guys. Take a sad song and make it better. Give us a call and join us for the nanas.
Remember to let her into your heart.
Oh!
Then you can start.
0344 499
to
1000.
make it
We call you back.
better.
Here we go. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go out and get her. The minute you let her under your skin, then you begin to make it better. Take it, caller. Disappointing. Pat!
Hey Jude, refrain. Don't carry the world upon your shoulders. But well, you know,
It's a fool who
who plays it cool by making his world a little cold.
Give me those nanas, Hannah! Disappointing!
Hold on.
Go on, Cleo! Take it, buddy. Go, Simon!
What part are we on? What part are we on?
Now go and get her.
Remember, Simon!
Oh, how the rally begins. I don't know the words to this bit.
To make
That's disappointing. Paul, take it, buddy! So let it out and let it in, Paul!
Hey, Jude, begin. Don't make it
Take it, South Wales! Disappointing!
Don't go in the well up on your shoulder. Na 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 na.
Go, Barry! Hey, Jude!
Don't let me down.
Here we go, yes!
Take a sad song and make it better.
That's beautiful, Simon!
Oh, let it on and on.
Take it, Pat! Pat's bottled it. If you're on the phone, start singing.
Hey, you.
If you're on the phone, sing.
Na 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 na.
Hannah! Let's hear it, Ray! Gallon! On their own now.
Na 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 na. Hey, Jude.
Na 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 na. Hey, Jude, 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 bloody Jude, Jude, Jude.
That was good.
Yeah, I think that'll do.
Late night Iain Lee
On air and off the leash.
on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Here's the thing. Apparently, mobile phones are increasing the spread of head lice. Did you know this? This is in the papers today. It's increasing the spread of head lice. My voice is a little bit husky. I know not why, sir. I know not why. Can you check that aircon's working, please, Miss Boyle? Smartphones, 0344 499 1000, by the way, is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. I felt it. I felt it. Smartphones are fueling a dramatic rise in head lice, experts have warned. Did you know this? Sorry, I beg your pudding, please. I beg your pudding. Can we get that microphone on, please?
I said they only go in clean hair, so you'll be okay.
I don't buy that. I don't buy they only going clean. I've never had head lice. My kids have had them, but I've never had them. Dirty little things. My kids. Doctors say that when children gather in groups to peer at a tablet or mobile phone screen...
Oh, because they put their heads together.
The insect, because they're looking at, like filth on there. The insects jump from one child's head to the next. I've never had head lice. Here we go. Let's do a list of... This is tonight's show. A list of diseases that everybody's had that you've never had. If you're an adult that's never had chickenpox, I want to speak to you. 0344 499 1000.
My brother-in-law
Yes?
reckons he's had chickenpox 3 times.
Now, here's the thing. It is possible, it happens, it does happen. Because everyone, you've had chickenpox once, you can't get it again. That's not true. Mm-hmm. You can get chickenpox a second and a third time.
Oh, so he's not the medical miracle he thinks he is?
Well, he might be bullshining a little bit.
No, I don't think he is. He's not that kind of guy.
I had chickenpox. I've not had mumps.
No, I haven't.
I've not had measles.
But is that because we had MMRs in our day?
I don't think they were invented then.
Well, we had some sort of jabs, didn't we?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the car. I've not had rubella or pox. The pox.
Isn't rubella measles?
For girls. It's girls' measles. I've not had that.
Okay, good.
0344 499 1000. What diseases have you not had?
Touch wood, my prostate's been fine.
Well, that's a man's thing, isn't it, prostates? That was the joke, was it? That was the joke. Making jokes about prostate cancer. Wow, that's a bold
You made
opening.
a joke about rubella. That can be a killer.
That's a bold opening gambit. Making a joke about prostate cancer.
I never said.
Do you want to check mine?
No.
Do you want to have a look?
No.
I think
I can see it from here.
What is the prostate?
It's a gland.
All right, mate. I know that, but what does it look like? Draw a picture of it. Draw a picture.
Right, pass me a piece of paper.
Yeah, right in the back of Joe Pasquale.
Right, so, do you want me to do a cross-section, like, involving the bum and the bits?
Actually, I don't want to see that.
Here we go, look.
Children owning a smartphone... That's a crying cactus. It's good, apparently, it's good for your prostate to masturbate. That is a fact. That's not even me saying that to be rude for cheap laughs.
Is that just like a clear out?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Children owning a smartphone or tablet...
Or book.
I've only just got a tablet and I'm thoroughly enjoying it because I'm watching Netflix on there. I had a tablet a while ago, actually, so that's not true. Children owning a smartphone or tablet or book are more than twice as likely to be infested, a survey found. The problem peaked among children aged between 6 and 9, so 7.5. Girls in this age group that's a boring story.
It's nonsense as well. What they're saying is, when children put their heads together, nits will jump.
Hey, when kids put their heads together, anything's possible.
Mostly nits.
That's what they're saying. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping I can go I've gone the whole of this week, and I'm hoping I can go the whole of next week with the minimum of Wimbledon interaction.
Oh, is it on?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know.
Well, because I don't know it's on, because I'm not living with my mum, and so she's not commandeered the television to watch Wimbledon all the time. But apparently it's on, and I only know it's on because when I'm flicking between my Elvis Costello audiobook, which is brilliant, by the way.
Is it good?
Yeah, it is brilliant. And he touches on the thing that I was really hoping he'd touch on, and he went into... It gets about 10 minutes in the audiobook. What is Elvis Costello famous for? This is great. 0344 499 1000. What is Elvis Costello famous for?
Because he's a good singer?
No.
That's what he's famous for.
No, he's not. He's not. My sister knows. My sister will know what I'm talking about. What is Elvis Costello actually famous for? What was the first thing you ever knew about Elvis Costello? Before you even knew who Elvis Costello was?
That he wasn't the other Elvis, that's what I knew.
No. There is something that Elvis Costello is more famous for than any of his music. Don't go on Twitter, because people will be tweeting it. 0344 499 1000. What is it that Elvis Costello is most famous for? It's not his hit songs. It's not being called Elvis. It's sort of to do with music. It is to do with music.
Did he invent something?
No, right? But I thought it was an urban myth. But it gets 10 minutes in his autobiography. Not only is it not an urban myth, there's actually more to the legend than truth be told.
This Elvis Costello book, I can tell you're all fired up about it.
Yes!
The last time I saw you this fired up about an audiobook, it was Billy Idol, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it better, worse, or the same as Billy Idol?
There's less sex and drugs in it, so it's significantly worse.
Boast-wise? How
Yes.
many? More boasty or less?
No boasts. No boasts.
Okay.
Julie, you know the answer, don't you?
Yes.
Go on.
That his dad wrote the All White's Lemonade theme.
Ladies and
tune
gentlemen,
advert.
I will play to you Elvis Costello's father singing this.
I'm a secret lemonade drinker.
Here's the thing I didn't know, because the rumour I heard was that it was his dad in the advert. It's not. It's an actor called Victor. It's his dad doing the vocals.
Oh.
Here's the thing, Julie, that is going to blow your mind.
Yeah. Go on.
You know the girly voice is going, whites.
Yes.
That's Elvis Costello.
Do it
Ladies
again.
and gentlemen, that is...
No.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Elvis Costello is in there, and I did not know that. Listen. Here we go. You won't hear his voice, but he's in there.
I'm a secret
His dad.
lemonade drinker.
Elvis is in there. As a kid.
Try to give it up, but it's one of those nights. Always lemonade. I'm a secret lemonade drinker. Always lemonade.
Elvis Costello's in there.
Always lemonade.
That's a great advert. That's his dad. Isn't that great? I love that. And that's what he's most famous for, Julie.
Exactly. I don't know why people wouldn't know that.
No, well, because Catherine is a...
Younger than you two.
Not a charlatan. Not a Nesfertiti. What is it I want to say? She is an imbecile. No, I don't want to say that. What does I want to say? Not a Luddite. Not a charlatan. Not a, she is a...
None of this is going to come out well.
No, she is, I don't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just searching for words. Yes, CJ.
Was that my Julie on then?
Yes, it was.
Oh, that woman. Anyway, wasn't Elvis Costello in an episode of Frasier? If you remember that TV show.
I do remember that TV show. We can do that as a phone-in. Spin-offs that were more successful than the original series. I would say Frasier was more successful.
Frasier was brilliant. Frasier.
I don't know. Was Elvis Costello in it?
I mean, I've tweeted in pictures of him in it.
Then he must be.
Then he must have been in it.
Thank you very much indeed, CJ. What was Mork and Mindy a spin-off of?
Oh, Happy Days.
Yeah, we go.
Next question.
Okay.
Challenge me, come on.
Thou wanteth, thy lady wanteth, thou challengeth. Oh, thou challengeth is ready. Dare thee enter, thou arena-eth. Doth prithee, sirrah.
You're not really from the Middle Ages, are you?
No, I'm not at all. But okay, you want a challenge?
Go on.
I'll give you a challenge.
Go on.
Okay, let me have a little think about a challenge here. All right. All right, fine. Yeah, fine. What was George and Mildred a spin-off of?
Oh.
Eh?
Was it...
This is just a warm-up, by the way.
George and Mildred they were the neighbours of... Terry and June?
Man About the House.
Oh.
Or it may have been the other way around. Sorry?
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you another. Okay. What was in Mork and Mindy? What was the name of the What was the name of their landlord for the apartment?
Oh, is that Mr. Thingy?
Mr. Wanker.
Yeah.
Now we can say that because it was his name. It was a character's name.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. But you want a challenge, you say? It's Challenge Cath, guys. Between now and 11 o'clock, thou mayest challengeth the ladyeth of the lake. 03444. Move your computer, because it's your computer making that noise.
I moved it further away. I think it's yours.
It's not mine. 03444 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. I don't know. Well, I do know actually quite a lot about Elvis Costello now, because I've listened to 5 hours of his audiobook.
Do you know who his wife is?
No.
I do.
No, but someone made a pass at her before they were together.
Well, I should think so too.
He's not really. He's not doing it in chronological order. He's doing one of those Ponzi autobiographies where he's all over the shop.
Do you want the spoiler? Do you want to know who it is?
No, I don't, because I'm enjoying the journey. Is it Anna?
No.
Anna Soubry.
Oh, well, actually, you're half right.
Am I? So it's Anna?
No, it's something Anna.
Yeah, I know, so I said. Pollyanna.
No.
Anna Green Gables.
No. No.
They've remade Anna Green Gables. Sorry? Princess Diana, Lady Di, the Queen of Hearts.
Have they remade Anne of Green Gables?
Yeah, but it's got like,
I always found that boring.
backstory in it, and it's all a little bit,
Boring.
But I don't really know many Elvis Costello songs.
Did you ever hear his version of She?
He's got a funny voice, hasn't he? He's got a wonky voice. He's got one of those voices, unlike me and Alan, he's got one of those voices that isn't actually very good, but people say they like it because they want to sound clever. So, he was quite good with, some of his early songs, it's all like stop, start, up and down, isn't it? Like, pump it up. I can't stand losing. That's not him, that's the Police, but he does one that's like that. Veronica, do you suppose? It's all that. That's what he sings like. It's all that. Pump it up.
I think he's quite a good singer.
Well, because you're showing off.
No, but he does sing
he's nasally.
Through his nose, yeah.
Very nasally, and he's out of tune. But Ponzi people that want to look clever go, oh yeah, no, I really like Spike and that album he did with the Brodsky Quartet, Bronsky Beat. I like that. The album he did with Brodsky
right now,
Beat.
You're the only one I hear saying that.
Yeah, well, exactly.
So are you the Ponzi person in this scenario?
No, because I'm true about my musical influences.
You're true.
I am true. I'd rather Jack than that Fleetwood Mac.
Reynolds Girls.
Oh, they were great. I had that single.
Did you?
Oh God, yes.
I taped off the radio.
Oh mate, that's called piracy. That is piracy.
It's called 1987 or whatever it was.
So I don't know much about Elvis Costello, but I've ordered a greatest hits, and the reason I ordered it is it was £1.61 on Amazon.
And you want to be a Ponzi person?
No, yeah. I've got a feeling because I ordered a Primal Scream greatest hits recently because it was a penny.
Was it a single?
I threw it away today.
Yes.
Because the first 4 songs are great, and then they get stupid and noisy. And I got a feeling I might do the same with Elvis Costello. Just don't think I'm going to like the music. I like the man, I don't like the music. Hey, Billy Bragg's coming on the show.
Yes, he is, as soon as you've read his very thick book.
Oh, don't be rude about Billy Bragg. 0344 499 1000. Andrew says the word you're looking for to describe Kath is ingenue. Ingenue.
An ingenue.
Ingenue.
Well, that's very flattering, but I am over 26.
What's the song that has the line about an ingenue in it?
What? A what?
An ingenue.
Pardon? Go again.
An ingenue. Don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your daughter on the stage. Though she's... Oh, there's a brilliant line. I
want to hear you sing ingenue.
Hang on a minute. I will go to the ads in a minute. Mrs. Worthington lyrics. But Noel Coward is very funny. I'm kind of the modern Noel Coward, apart from, some of the obvious stuff. But, here we go. Listen to this. How's this for a great line, right? It does mention ingenue.
I bet it don't.
Here we go. Don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your daughter on the stage. Then he does like the talking singing. Though they said at the School of Acting she was as lovely as Peer Gynt, I'm afraid on the whole, an ingenue role would emphasise her squint.
Oh.
She's a big girl, and though her teeth are fairly good, she's not the type I ever would be eager to engage. No more buts, Mrs. Worthington. Nuts, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your daughter on the stage. Ingenue. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. We are open to ingenues.
Oh, stop it.
And Philip, you should be next after this.
The radio show for people who know the best part of the day is the night.
Late night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Let us go to Philip. Good evening.
Good evening, Ian.
Good evening, Philip.
Good evening, Ian. I'd like to make two points. First of all, about the Beatles.
Yes?
I think I must be one of the few people who saw the Beatles perform without any instruments. I'll tell you how it came about. I used to go to a radio show in Lower Regent Street in the early 60s called Pop In.
Was it at the Paris Theatre?
Yes, it was.
I was writing a piece about the Paris Theatre yesterday. It used to be I know all about it. It used to be a cinema until World War II, 1939. Then the Office for Works took over it. Then the BBC took over it in the early 60s and hosted many concerts, including those by the Beatles, Led Zeppelin and Slade.
Well, the show I used to go to was called Pop In, hosted by Keith Fordyce.
Oh, yes.
And the show later was transferred to television and became Ready, Steady, Go. Well, what they used to do, if a big American star was in London, they would come on the show and be interviewed, you see. And I used to go regularly when I could get up there to see it. It was from 1 till 2.
Oh, yes.
And one week the Beatles came in. I think it was just Love Me Do.
Yes.
And what they did, they played the record. So they had an audience. And they performed it without instruments. You see, what they were doing, the record was playing, and they were all making out they got their instruments. So you got Ringo up the back playing imaginary drums,
steady,
and Paul and John, and it was great. It was, I mean,
I am so envious of people that got to see the Beatles. My mum saw the Beatles. Hearing you say that, I mean, just seeing the Beatles.
Yeah,
wowzers.
I mean, at the time, you didn't really sort of realise the significance.
No, of course not.
First record, you know.
Silly pop group, they won't last.
Yeah. And the other point I wanted to make, actually, can I just say before I go on to my next point?
Oh, this is like point 1.2.
Well, it was about the Paris studios. You're talking about that. The most interesting or the most unusual was Johnny Cash.
Yes.
Johnny Cash was being interviewed. He was going through his rough period.
Oh.
And he nearly fell off the stage.
Yeah, speed freak.
He was going to be interviewed by Keith Fordyce.
Were you there?
I was there.
You saw Speed Freak Johnny Cash almost fall off a stage. Wow!
I mean, some of the stars. I mean, we had all the big stars, as I say.
Philip, why have you been phoning me in for the last 12 years with boring stories about TV, and then suddenly, 12 years into our relationship, you tell me two amazing stories about the Beatles and Johnny Cash?
I think what also we had. I remember people I saw there was Martha Reeves and the Vandellas. They pulled up.
Yes.
And, you know, you didn't know what to say to you. They go in. So I said, not the day for dancing in the street.
No.
You know, which I think went down not too well. But anyway.
Hang on, you said that to Martha and the Vandellas?
Yes.
You said, hang on a minute.
Yes.
By the way, this is a very niche phone-in, but if you've ever made a joke to a celebrity that fell flat, 0344 499 1000, you said to Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, this is not the day for dancing in the street.
I think it was raining, if I remember correctly. It was,
and you actually said it to them?
Yeah, absolutely.
And what did they say?
Well, she looked at me, I think she thought, he's an idiot. Well, I mean...
This is the best phone call you've ever done. Forget that rubbish about TV and Star Trek and dogs. This is brilliant.
The second point, Ian.
Yes.
Ross McManus, he used to be part of, you probably know this, part of a radio show, the Joe Loss radio show.
He was part of the Joe Loss... Elvis Costello's dad was part of the Joe Loss Orchestra, yes.
With Lita Rosa.
Yes.
And I believe one of my favourite comedians was on the show as well, the Scottish guy, who was a great actor
Frankie Boyle.
No, Ricky Fortin.
Oh.
Ricky Fortin.
You should have stopped with I told a joke to Martha Reeves and the Vandellas. Thank you for that, Philip. 034. It's a great. It's such a niche phone-in. But if you've ever told a joke to a celebrity that fell flat, my mate Simon, who you know, he works as a roadie for various bands, and I can't remember who he was working for, but he was may have been the Presidents. I don't know, I can't remember, but he was working at some festival in America, and he was with Neil Young, I think, and then Bob Dylan wandered over and looked miserable, and my mate Simon went, "Cheer up, Bob." And Bob gave him a withering look and then walked away. Oof. And then, if you've ever told a joke to a celebrity that's fallen flat, 0344 499 1000.
You know I have.
Go on.
Nicholas Parsons.
Oh, go on. About 2 months ago.
Nicholas Parsons. So, trying to organise an interview with Nicholas
I'm
Parsons.
just going to tweet this because this is gold. Thank you for that, Philip.
He said to me, I said, OK, so we'll give you a call then at such and such a day. Let's say Monday at 7:30. And what do you want to talk about? I said, well, we'd like to talk about your work, your career, really, just everything, things in general, nothing in particular. He said, oh, well, how long have you got? That could take some time. I said, well, let's try starting on Monday and see where we end up. He said, no, I can only do Monday.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. Keep talking a bit longer. I need to work out.
It was just a little, production joke, and he was having none of it. And that was generally the relationship, I've got to say.
Yes, I'm sure I've told many jokes to celebrities that have fallen.
I'm sure it was my fault.
Yes, it was. 0344 499 1000. Here's an interesting story about a sex offender.
Oh, God.
Rolf Harris. Now, it's about... I'm going to read the story, and we can do this as a phone-in. It's in The Sun, right, who own us, the current bun, who own us. So we're going to do this story, and I'd like to know... It's a very simple question. Would you like to see Rolf Harris back on TV? It's not a loaded question. When I was at another BBC station, and Rolf just got sent to prison for noncing, we had loads of people phone up and say, well, I've got a picture of... I've got a picture of Rolf Harris by my bed.
Yeah.
And if he came out and did a concert, I'd go and see him. Loads of people. Got on Radio 4, that bit. Anyway, he wants a TV show. I've not read the story. We're going to read it together. And then The Sun... Well, let's read the story, then we'll do the punchline. Rolf, tie me a TV deal down, sport. Disgraced entertainer Rolf Harris is plotting a TV comeback weeks after his release from jail for child sex offences. The convicted paedophile has told his team to land him a show to help him rebuild his character. Aussie Harris, 87, was freed in May after serving 3 years for historical sex crimes against girls aged between 7 and 19. He's now told family and friends he's desperate to work and is going nuts at his Berkshire home. Goes on and on and on. Then The Sun have done that thing.
No, not puns.
They've done 5 shows that he could do.
Oh, no.
So, The Sun, who own us, this shows you, where the station might go one day. I'll carry on the story. A source said Rolf genuinely believes he could still have a career after everything that's gone on. He told his team to find a TV show he could front or be involved in, a way of trying to reverse the public's horrendous perception of him. Artist Harris has been a regular on British television since the 1950s, as well as having a successful music career. Okay, so they've done 5 shows that Rolf Harris could be on. This is very weird. Pete and Cleo, I'll probably come to you after the news. This isn't me making this up. This is genuine. 5 shows Rolf Harris could be on, according to The Sun, who own us. Beastenders. You're not laughing. This is a stretch. Celly-tubbies, because he's been in a prison cell. The Sick of It. This one. Fiends. Like Friends, but sex fiends. Oh. And the last one, and this one's quite clever, actually. Rolf's Cartoon Crime. Now, that is a weird... Those guys own us, but it doesn't mean we can't criticise them, right? That is a really... I'm laughing because it's so ridiculous and so badly judged.
Crass is the word.
Crass! The Sun... The people what own this radio station have done 5 jokes about a paedophile. That is the weirdest. How secure does that make us feel? We're kind of doing right on liberal and Rolf's Cartoon Crime.
That is just one writer and potentially what.
It's an exclusive by Andy Halls, the TV editor.
High fives all round there, guys.
High fives all round. Dear listener. The Cleo and Pete will come to you after the news. I want to give you a fair crack of the whip. It's been a silly first hour. It can be a silly second and third hour if you want. What have we talked about? It's the 60th anniversary today of John Lennon meeting Paul McCartney. Sing hosannas. If you want to celebrate that... or any other kind of overlooked Because there's little bits in the papers about that, but it's a couple of paragraphs. I think I saw it on Twitter. If you want to celebrate overlooked anniversaries, then you are more than welcome to do that. 0344 499 1000. This is my favourite one, and I don't think we're going to get any calls on it because it's so niche, but you never know. Philip in South Norwood, on a rainy day, said to Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, well, this isn't a day for dancing in the street. I love that. I love that. And they just gave him skunk eye. If you have ever told a celebrity a joke that fell very, very flat indeed, 0344 499 1000, and you know the rules, guys. This is the show where you can call in about absolutely anything you want. If we're not talking about it and you think we should, give us a call. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. You'll speak to Holly. She'll call you straight back. It will cost you pennies at most. This is the Late Night Alternative with me, Iain Lee, on Talk Radio.
Talk Radio.
People are calling. The phones are going nuts. Paul from Stoke Poges. Sit this week out, my friend. 0344 499 1000. The Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
That song's on Sgt. Pepper, and it gets a rough ride.
Not that version.
No. And I love that song, right? I love that song. Right? And some people say it was the turning point for McCartney, and that he then went on to, kind of Maxwell Silver Hammer and those kind of... But that was in Sgt. Pepper in 1967. Do you know when he wrote that song? In about 1962, when they were playing a gig, if, the instruments died or there was a power cut, he'd go on the piano and he'd just bash that out. And he'd play that song. He'd play that silly little When I'm 64, as like a piss take of those old... this is how good McCartney is, right? The McCartney gets such a rough ride. And do you know what? I will not hear a word of it. He's a genius. So he had that song for about 5 years and he just had it stored in the back of his head. Then they're doing this, an album I think is slightly overrated, but it's considered by many to be a psychedelic masterpiece. And he went, oh, Oh, I think I'll sneak that one in there. Brilliant. I love it. 60 years ago today, John Lennon met Sir Paul of Kintyre, and the rest is rock and roll history. What was... Now, I've got to get this right. What was the song that Paul McCartney played on the guitar to John Lennon to impress him? Now, it's one of two. 'Cause I know that George Harrison played us... Okay, I think I know the song that Paul McCartney played on the guitar to impress John Lennon.
It wasn't your old shuffleboard man, your washboard man, was it?
No, it was... Well, no, it was... I think it was Nellie Cochrane's song, 20 Flight Rock. And then George Harrison, to impress Lennon and McCartney, played Raunchy, which is like an instrumental. I think one of those songs was played on the top deck of a double-decker bus. That was the audition to join the Beatles. I love it. I love it. I love it. Someone who loves it. Not quite sure what it is he loves, but he loves it. It's Nigel.
Oh, Nigel.
Good morning.
Good morning, Nigel. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm pissed to see you.
No.
I'm pleased to see you.
My cock is ready for you.
I'm on Genui.
I don't know.
How do you like the heat? Is it too hot for you, Iain?
It is. I don't actually know what the policeman does in. I don't know what the.
Speaks bad French.
I am pissed off with you.
No, I'd say I was just pissing by.
Oh, okay, right.
You see?
Yeah, hello.
Goodbye.
Hello.
Goodbye. Hello, Nigel.
Hang on, I've got something for you before we talk. If you're over the phone, it's something funny.
Oh, is it a Mrs. Doubtfire impression?
Hang on.
Oh, here we go. Oh, he's taking a run up.
Wildflower Cases, what's up? What's up, Denzel Dion?
Did you hear that?
Yes, I'm going to say yes, just to move things along.
You did hear some of it. That was Noah Cyrus. I've got her on my camera, off the laptop.
Okay.
It's a video. It's when she talks to all her fans. When they talk, they do a video mentioning all their fans.
Okay. So, Nigel, what have you called in for this evening?
I just rang in to say, talk about the hot weather as well.
Okay.
I mean, how are you enjoying the hot weather?
I've been saying for the last 3 weeks, we need a thunderstorm to clear the air.
It's so humid and hot even at night, isn't it?
Very close. Are you sleeping naked?
No, I never sleep. I sleep in my cycle shorts.
Oh, Jesus, that's disgusting.
I sleep in lycra.
Oh, God. Yeah. A little bit of sick came up in my mouth.
I had a date today with my girlfriend in Maidstone. We went to the park, sat in the park for a little while in the shade.
Yes.
She's the one that's 47. Yes. I've been seeing her for about 3 weeks
You
now.
sat in the park and shaved?
No, in the shade.
In the shade. I'm so sorry. It's not the greatest event. Well, that's lovely.
She's a lovely girl. I made a video as well to take home and show Mum what she looks like. She looks like Kylie Minogue, about the same as Kylie Minogue, really, same sort of age.
Do we get to see that video?
I might put it on YouTube, but I've got to get her permission before I put it on YouTube. Otherwise, she might have other boyfriends that might not. Other friends that don't like it.
Or when you put it on, we might realise she doesn't exist.
No, she does exist. No. Yeah.
She goes
so
to
the hot weather is going on and on till next week, they said.
Oh, blimey.
Till about Tuesday. I cycled 20 miles in the heat today, in the 90s.
I wish I was riding my scooter today, but I didn't. I had to use the car.
I know what I could do. Do you know people are still riding motorbikes in shorts?
Yes, I saw that, and that's very dangerous, because if you come off...
Yeah.
If you're on your motorbike, and then something happens and you come off, if you're in shorts, well, that can be very messy, can't it?
Take all the skin off you.
Well, I don't know about that, but if I come off my bike, I want to be wearing long trousers to avoid embarrassment.
It's even dangerous on a push bike, really.
Isn't it just?
Let alone, so many people riding in cycling shorts on scooters and motorbikes, and no jacket either if you come off at the top.
Well, no jacket required.
But there ought to be a law against it, didn't there, really?
I don't like people on bicycles or scooters or motorbikes with headphones on.
No.
I disapprove of that very strongly.
Because they can't hear what's coming behind them.
No, exactly. And you have to make up your own because it could be...
yes.
Yeah.
Got a bit of trouble. Anyway, So you heard that bit, did you?
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
I didn't, but I'm going to say yes.
Oh, do you want me to do it again?
No.
Anyway, Last of the Summer Wine used to be quite good, didn't it? Last of the Summer Wine.
Okay, Nigel. It feels like you're struggling for conversation there, so we'll move on. Let's go to Pete. Good evening, Pete.
Hi, yeah, I'll be with you in a minute. I'm still just thinking about Nigel's sweaty, sticky nightwear.
He sleeps in his cycling shorts.
It's not good for anyone.
That is a real surprise for me, and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get over that image. If you've been affected by any of the issues raised on today's show, then we'll be giving out a helpline number a little bit later on.
It's 0344 499 1000.
No, it's 0345 6060 973. Anyway, Pete, what you got?
Right, I have got a joke that I told to a celebrity and it fell flat.
Oh, wow. Someone's actually called in about this. Fantastic. No, thank you, Pete. I didn't think we'd get any. I think it's such a delicious topic. Go on then. Who was it and what happened?
This is a moment that stayed with me ever since. It's one of those moments that I'll go to my grave like that. I'll flash back to it and go, "Oh God, why did I do that?" It was Terry Pratchett. It was about 11 or 12 years ago.
Yep.
I'll be honest. I sort of read a few Terry Pratchett books, seen like the TV series, enjoyed them, never got round to reading the rest of them.
Okay.
But my girlfriend at the time was a big Terry Pratchett fan, so I was like, I'll go and buy his book in the bookshop, get it signed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a nice present.
Yeah.
But so I got to the front of the queue, and he was in a joking mood. He kind of, because you've seen me. I'm a big guy. I've got glasses, a beard. I'm the stereotypical nerd.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Of course.
And he kind of said, the photographer's just gone. They were looking for one of your lot.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, Terry Pratchett calls me a nerd. That's cool. So I'll get the book signed, and there's that awkward moment as the book's being signed. He's taking just a second too long, and I'd had this thing in my head. I was like, I'm going to say it. It's funny.
Uh-oh.
I said to him, I've been meaning to get round to reading your books, but I've got reader's block. Daggers. Absolute daggers. He looked like I'd crushed him. It was...
Yeah. Well, let me give you a tip. When people jokingly say something that implies that the person you're speaking to is crap, as people do to me, and people say, I don't listen to your radio show. I think it's for idiots. And then, there is
in my head, I hadn't even thought about it like that.
No, I know.
Yeah, until he looked at me, I was just, oh God, that's how that came across. There's no way back from this.
Yeah, no, you're kind of screwed then. But and did he sign the book?
He did sign the book. Luckily, he'd already basically finished by the time I got the line out, the killer line out.
Oh dear.
Pete, thank you very much indeed. Can I just say, guys, I don't know how to say this, Kath, without sounding arrogant. I'm just going to say it. Please, please, please don't email or text in to challenge me on my Beatles knowledge, because you're going to end up worse for wear. I said that, when I'm 64... released in 1967 on Sgt. Pepper, was part of the early Beatles repertoire, early 60s, 62-ish, when if they were playing and the instruments broke down at the Cavern or in maybe even as early as Hamburg, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
He'd go and jam that.
Like what happened with us with the Rabbit Hole when the stuff failed and you sang Beyonce's Crazy in Love on a ukulele.
Mark has emailed in, Mark from Arborfield.
Oh dear.
Incorrectly correcting me. Hello. When I'm 64 was written by Paul for his dad's 64th in 1966. Respect, Mark in Arborfield. I don't know how to say this, Mark, without sounding like an arrogant arse, but you are completely and utterly wrong. The song was at the very least 3 years old in 1966, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say it was 4, maybe even 5, but I'm going to say 4 years old. I'm saying that song was written in 1962, buddy. I am saying that song is 1962. Oh, I just happen to have that page open on Wikipedia. Let's see what Wikipedia says. Here we go. The song is sung by a young man to his lover, and it's about plans of growing older together with her. Although the theme is ageing, it was one of the first songs McCartney wrote when he was 16. Right, can we find out what year Paul McCartney was born, please?
Yes.
It was in the Beatles set list in their early days as a song to perform when their amplifiers broke down. All we need to do is find the year that Paul McCartney was born.
Well,
and
1942.
Add 16 to that. Hey, that's 1958.
Oh, burn.
Feel that burn, Mark.
Late night Iain Lee.
On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
This has got legs and it's running. Mel has tweeted me. I made a joke to Ron Howard asking if the sequel to Apollo 13 would be called Apollo 14. He rolled his eyes. Oh. Ron Howard. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you're more than welcome to. Cleo.
Hello, dude. I've got a
It's going. Yes. What? Hello.
Jokey thing.
What? Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I think we're here.
Good. I've got a celebrity jokey thing.
Have you now? Listen. Have you fallen into yourself?
No. What's wrong?
It's very muffled. You very muffled.
Do you know what? I'll ring back. I'll adjust something.
Okay.
Oh.
What's he going to adjust?
Himself.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
No. There's no need for that. I think I missed Flying Ant Day. I think it was yesterday.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was yesterday because my house this morning is full of flying ants. So it must have been yesterday. And it's in, where's the mirror? They were struggling. I always thought it was later in the year. But they were struggling with it in Wimbledon. What they've done here. I mean, geez,
Have
guys.
they used hashtag Flants?
No, they've used
Pardon? Yep.
Ant be serious.
Oh.
Tennis star Joe Wilfried Tsonga feels the buzz at Wimbledon as swarms of flying ants bugged him.
My goodness.
Bugged him. They bugged him.
That would be a story,
Wouldn't it just?
wouldn't it?
Wowzers. And fellow players on day 3. Sam Querrey dropped a set as the insects played his Court 18 battle. The American tried to swat them away before raising the issue with the umpire like a big crying baby. They need those tennis rackets that you can also, they buzz.
You can electrify them.
Yeah, that's what they need. But the number 24 seed said, he kind of laughed. He kind of shrugged it off. I almost wanted to stop because they were hitting you when you were trying to hit balls. We know how to play tennis. You wouldn't have got McEnroe, Connors, or Bjorg, or Navratilova, or Jean King, or any of the other famous...
Cash.
You wouldn't have got Cash complaining. You probably got Cash doing a country and western song about it. They wouldn't have complained about Flying Ant Day.
Do you think Tim would have? Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Tim. Centre Court was also attacked, but not by ants, by ISIS.
What?
No, I was joking. If only ISIS could find a way to put tiny explosives on the flying ants, then, man alive, that would be... no, it wouldn't be... Here's the thing, right? Because the explosives will be so tiny that it wouldn't be massive damage, but it'd be more irritating. If they just did that one day a year, and one day a year it was Flying Ants / ISIS Day, you go, ow, back there. They get the message across. We'd still have the bad guy to hate, but it would be,
And also, it would keep them occupied, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it just? You tried.
Take them ages.
Centre Court was also attacked, forcing umpire Kadir Noni to pick the ants from his beard.
Oh, sheesh.
Brits Aljaz Badeni and Joe Conta, also known as hashtag Flying Ant Day, trended on Twitter. Well, at least it's done, guys. It's done. Glenn is on the line. Good evening, Glenn.
Good evening, how are you?
Oh, Glenn, can I just say, Cleo, all the other callers that call in from muffled phone lines, This is the perfect phone quality. This is what we want. There's a little bit of background noise now, I've said that. But, now it's rising. But the voice is spot on, Glenn. The voice is spot on.
Thank you.
What have you got for us, Glenn?
I'm driving, so I do apologise if it gets a bit noisy.
Okay.
I'm living in the past at the moment. I'm catching up on podcasts.
Yes?
Why were you let down by Fringe?
Okay, just indulge me for 3 minutes. We're going to have a geek off. There was, how many series were there? 6 series, I think, right? So, the last...
It went to the weird kind of...
Yeah.
evil
Hang on.
Olivia and...
Hang on. Spoiler alert. The last 20 minutes of Series 5 were rubbish, right? Where she died, and she should have stayed dead. Instead, he goes... Oh, yeah, no, I remember. I can bring her back to life. Okay, mate. All right, so that happened, and all right, fine. Okay. Well, it should have ended then, and that would have been a disappointing ending. But then they tagged on an entire series that had absolutely nothing to do with the first series, changed what those watchers were and what their purpose was, and then pretty much, again, the last 20 minutes of that, it wasn't quite, but it might as well have been just a dream. And now I've made you realise that Fringe is rubbish. Thanks very much, Glenn. I hate to destroy a man's dreams.
I heard it. The realisation hit there. Yeah,
he got it.
Yeah.
The last series is like a cracking little series on its own. They jump forward in time, or they get frozen and they go forward in time, and there's bad guys destroying the world and stuff. Then they do something, but then they go back in time to the point they jump forward in time, and it never actually happened because they've gone back in time. So it might as well have been a dream. Awful. Absolutely awful.
How dare they?
Mark is... Mark is arguing with me. Mark, you're wrong, but thank you. I appreciate it. Please, don't challenge me on Beatles knowledge. Don't challenge me on Beatles knowledge, or Beach Boys knowledge, or indeed Monkeys knowledge. I know all. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, I believe we're trying to... find out exactly what happened. Cleo is back. Good evening, Cleo.
Hello. Does that sound better?
Well, now there's an echo on the line.
Are you joking, or is it still? Are you actually joking?
I am not actually joking. There's the echo there. There.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
Echo.
Was it better than before?
I tell you what, right?
Yes.
I'm going to get rid of you for a second, right? And this is dangerous territory, because what I was about to say was, I'm just going to let you speak and we won't say anything, but it's Cleo. We finish at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
So that could be dangerous.
And we haven't got a fader.
I haven't got a fader. So, I'm, all right, well, let's just see where we go with this. Cleo, I'm going to bring you back. I'm going to let you talk, but when we get bored, I'm going to cut you off.
Okay. Well, first...
So, 03... that was me. Let's give him another crack of the whip. That was me. I was doing a funny there, Cleo, and over to you.
Brilliant. Anyhow. Have we got somewhere sorted for tomorrow?
Yes.
The echo's gone. Oh, good. Yeah. Yes, we have. Yes.
Marvellous. Panic over then. Well, I've got a story that sort of borders on the Rolf Harris territory as well. I used to work for GNER, selling train tickets.
Oh, yes.
And I was reading a book on Freud between calls. It was dead, knee calls. Nobody ringing in. And I was reading the book, waiting for a call to come through. Someone came through. And he had this, miserable, drony voice.
Yes.
And he was going, I'm going to go from King's Cross to Edinburgh on Friday. And I was like, oh, he sounds jolly in my head thinking this.
Hang on a second. I'm going to stop you there. Catherine is mouthing something to me.
1, the echo's back. 2, you've told us this story before.
I haven't. It's a different story.
So you've got 2 stories about Clement Freud buying train tickets.
Have I told you about Clement Floyd?
Thank you very much for calling, Cleo. It's appreciated.
Don't try recycling stories on me.
Listen, I'm the only one that can recycle material, and I do it every 3 months, and that is absolutely fine. Yeah, but Cleo, we'll see. Is Cleo coming on Sunday to the show on Sunday? She better do.
Ask Cleo. Oh, you can't. You cut him off.
Sunday. Right, okay, here's how our week is planning. Tomorrow I have to get up really early and drive to Catherine's house, put her in the boot of the car, and then drive all the way to Newcastle. It's 5 hours from my house. It's a 5-hour drive. We were going to get the train. It's too expensive.
Can I use camera 2 here? So I've got 5 hours of not being allowed to speak.
No, you haven't. You've got 4 hours because it's an hour from mine to yours, and then you've got the shorter journey, and I'm doing all the work. So we're going up to Newcastle. We're going to go to Newcastle. We're going to see some bonny lasses with no clothes on in their pants. Going to be walking around in their pants and knickers like at a nightclub. Because it's so cold up there. But bonny lassie don't need no clothes on. Hard as nails, the lassies. Up in Newcastle, bunny had lassies.
Camera 2. He's doing it again. Just ignore him. Nod and smile. He'll stop.
And so tomorrow evening we'll be broadcasting live from Newcastle. From a bloke called Simon's house. Could be a pervert, could be a murderer, or we might be unlucky and he might just be a normal bloke. Then on Sunday we are performing at the 300-seat venue, the Stand Comedy Club, at 5 p.m. And if you're thinking, oh no, we've left it too late to buy tickets, well, we've sold 36, and yeah, you heard me right, the venue holds 300. Okay, so that you do the math. But that is a lot of seat available. Just £10 each. Show's at 5 o'clock, finishes at 7. We'll stick around for 40 minutes afterwards. We are leaving at 7:40 because it's a 5-hour drive back home for me. And then at 9 in the morning, I have to take my youngest to the dentist to have a tooth removed. So I'm going to get, it's another night where I get 3 hours sleep. Thanks very much, guys.
I've got a good idea about what we do about all those seats, because it seems a shame to me to have 300 seats and only 36 bottoms. I think we do like the Mad Hatter, and every now and again we make everyone shuffle up.
We could do that, yes. We could do that.
Let's do it.
We could do that. So that is happening. And, here's the thing. Let me give you the details. So we'll be recording The Rabbit Hole between 5 and 7 on Sunday afternoon. Okay, and if you can't come, that's a shame. We're going to have fun and we're going to enjoy ourselves. But you'll be able to watch it on Periscope. If you go to periscope.com/Iain Lee, you'll be able to watch it. Here's where it gets really interesting. You'll be able to take part in the show even if you're not there. We're going to have a break. When we come back, I'm going to give you a new phone number that you can call now if you want and leave a message, or you can call on Sunday between 5 and 7 and be part of the live Rabbit Hole show. Okay, so go and get a pen and paper, and we will be back with you shortly. This is the Late Night Alternative with me, Iain Lee, and her, Catherine Boyle, on Talk Radio.
Late Night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
So, if you want to take part in the show on Sunday, you can do it by either leaving a pre-recorded message or you can phone us live. It'll be about 5:10. We'll start. When you see it's online, and if we don't answer it, keep trying. We will get to you eventually, okay? First time we've done it at this time of day, so I hope people phone. There's 2 ways you can get in touch. You can Skype, and the Skype you need is Hey Rabbit Hole Show. Hey Rabbit Hole Show. If you've got your computer up now, go and log in and send us I don't know if it's a friend request or whatever, contact request, and I'll accept it at the weekend. I'll be going on there Saturday because I need to take the messages off, and that way you'll see when we're online and when we're recording. Hey Rabbit Hole Show. Or, and here's the phone number, guys, and it's a local number, 0203 286 6370. It's not premium rate, it's just, phoning up like a normal number. 0203 286 6370. And give us a call now and leave a message. Or you can give us a call on Sunday between about 5:10 and 7 o'clock. Here's the thing. You can call in about anything. One suggestion I make, we like to try and keep the radio show separate from the Rabbit Hole show. So, the hip, hip, hip and all of that stuff, and it's great that we've all embraced those things. What kind of cake? if you leave a message or you phone up, that bit will probably get cut out, just to save you a little bit of time. Those things tend to get cut out. So that's happening on Sunday up in Newcastle United. Newcastle.
I've never been to Newcastle.
I did handbrake turns in Jimmy Nail's car with my dad. Or my dad did handbrake turns in Jimmy Nail's car while I cacked my pants.
Your dad's so wide.
He was mates with Jimmy. Well, he wasn't mates. He worked on a show with him, and he was sort of mates.
Friendly.
Friendly. And here's the thing, though. Jimmy Nail was famously not friendly with a lot of people. And he was a miserable, I'll be honest, he was a miserable git, and almost everyone that worked on that show, Spender. But he got on really well with my dad, to the point where me and my dad got invited into his Winnebago one day, just while he was eating, to talk about the show and stuff. All right, Malcolm, what you going to do? And then he was telling me, he was telling my dad and me, and I was like 17, and like, you know, I was weird around my dad, and I was a bit quiet, so I was just stood there like an awkward 17-year-old. And he's going, well, you know, I went to see a concert with my mate Eric and George were playing at the weekend. And he was talking about going to see Eric and George. It was Eric Clapton and George Harrison doing a warm-up gig in like a sort of trading estate, a private gig for about 100 people, because George Harrison was about to go off and play in Japan.
Oh.
And he'd been to see that. Unbelievable. Where is Jimmy now? Because I know he was a difficult bugger to work with, and I've seen that firsthand. But I liked Jimmy Nail. I liked him. I didn't like Crocodile Shoes. I liked She's Lying, but I liked him. I thought he was good. I thought Spender, you know, for the time, was all right. It was the first one, really, of those kind of cop shows where there were issues going on and stuff. And I thought he was a good. Where is Jimmy Nail these days?
Don't know. I tried to find him, didn't I, a couple of months ago?
Well, I like Jimmy Nail. Let's get Jimmy Nail.
I find it more rewarding. I've got quite a lot of grumpy friends that no one else likes, and
Sorry?
And I find it more rewarding to win that sort of person over.
Yeah. No, I like Jimmy Nail. I think he's a good actor. I'd like to go to see a Jimmy Nail movie. The Jimmy Nail movie.
I thought you meant like Evita.
No, Jimmy Nail's got a new movie out, has he? Yeah. It's like a rom-com. Oh, let's go and see that.
Oh, no, that could never have happened, could it really?
Yeah, of course it could. Simon.
Hello, Ian. How are you doing? You're coming to my house tomorrow night.
Hey! Please don't be a killer. Please don't be a killer.
No, I won't be. I'm only a little bit of a pervert. That's fine.
We're all a little bit of a pervert, aren't we?
I just wanted to correct you. It's actually in Northumberland, not Newcastle.
Sorry?
So, you know.
Hang on a minute.
He's in Morpeth.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
How far away is that from Newcastle?
About 15 minutes.
Okay, fine. Because I'm driving for 5 hours, guys.
I'm just driving up from London myself now. To be honest.
Well, hang on a minute. You could have waited till tomorrow and given us a lift. You could have given us a backie.
Bit out of his way on the way back, though, isn't it?
I've got a big van as well. You could have just, you could have sat in there, had the studio set up, whatever.
No, this guy's.
But no, I'm looking forward to having you around tomorrow.
Do you drink booze? Should we bring a bottle of wine?
I'm not a massive drinker, to be honest. I mean, I might have a little glass or something. Is Kath going to be drinking? I know you won't be, but is Kath going to have a drink?
You try and stop her, Simon.
I don't generally when I'm working, but if it's to make you feel better, I'm willing to take one for the team.
There we go.
Well, if you're going to have a glass of Prosecco, I might.
Yeah.
There we go. He's named his poison.
There we go. We'll bring that, and we'll bring some.
Ian, you can be on the Diet Cokes, or the normal Cokes. I don't know what you go for.
I'm on the chocolate Cokes.
The chocolate? Oh yes.
I might let you have a little look at my secret stash if you're lucky.
Bring some chocolate Coke. That would be awesome.
I might have it under the. What are you pulling that face for?
You won't, because you won't share it.
No, I won't share it with anyone. But I might have
I actually looked at, after you sort of talking about it when you went to America. I looked on the internet. Is it an actual branded thing? Because I couldn't find it.
It is
anywhere.
It is. Do you remember when we went to the cinema?
Yeah.
Right? There was a Coke machine.
Yeah.
Did you see there was all different flavours of Coke there?
Yeah,
like vanilla.
And here's the thing.
Different fruits.
I've tried to Google it in this country, right? You cannot find it online anywhere. This is absolutely true. Which means I am quids in. And I'm holding off releasing my stash, although the stash is getting smaller by the day. I'm down to about 9 crates now.
And a bit flat.
Well, it's not flat. It's in a...
Well, are you going to do me a good price?
No, I am holding out until the market is most desperate, and then I'm going to release it onto the market. And you watch it. But I'm going to be this time next year. I'm going to be a chocolate Coke millionaire. Trust me. Trust me.
Excellent. Well, someone's got to be.
Simon, we will see. You have definitely got internet.
Yeah, you can plug in. I confirmed that with Kath.
Have you got an Xbox?
I've got a PlayStation 4.
Buddy, we will be there early with bells on.
Yeah, that's currently plugged in, but I can take that out. That's no problem.
No, we want to come and play that, Simon. Thank you very much. We look forward to meeting you tomorrow. What a nice man.
I just found a recipe for making your own chocolate
No,
Coke.
I don't. That's you make your own, guys. You make your own. I've got the professional stuff. I have got.
I don't think you even let me have a go on that when we were in America.
You did. I let you have a little tug on it. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone. There's a picture of Mel B in a rubber dress. Good for her.
Let's have a look. Yeah.
Yo, I tell you what I want. What I really, really want.
More talc.
More talc. Those things are so sweaty. Let's take a break.
The radio show for people who know the best part of the day is the night.
Late night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Disappointingly, someone seems to have stolen... Where is that? Hang on a second. Oh, no, there it is.
George, you're a fanny.
There we go, I found it. That's what I was looking for. There's a new craze that's sweeping the nation. And the Sun's been weird at the moment, right? Because they're trying to make it sound like it's dangerous. And this sounds like the most fun you could have with your kids. Right? Even more fun than taking the pictures of them. Describe the watermelon thing.
The watermelon?
Describe the watermelon thing. Describe the
I carried a watermelon?
It's very, very late. I can't speak.
Okay.
Describe the watermelon
So
thing
you get
just showed me.
you get a chunk of watermelon.
Yes.
You nibble or cut it if you're that bothered, but really, I mean, that's taking too much effort over
Yes.
it into the shape of a dress or maybe shorts.
Yes.
And then you hold it up in front of someone, usually a child, it's more fun.
Yeah.
And using perspective, you make it look like they're wearing...
Using perspective.
Sorry, is that too scientific?
Gee.
You make
George, you're a fanny.
You make it look as if they're wearing a watermelon dress or stroke outfit.
There we go. It's a lot of fun. Google it.
But spell it watermelon, otherwise you'll get all
This
sorts.
is more fun. Lava louts.
Oh.
It's about the volcano juice. Parents...
Volcano water.
Sorry, what did you say?
You called it volcano water.
Parents slam dangerous floor is YouTube craze. This sounds brilliant.
Oh.
Kids are risking their lives by running into the path of cars as part of YouTube craze, the floor is lava.
Oh.
Youngsters are hooked, but experts fear they could get seriously hurt or worse. That means dead. It sees children shout, I love this. I'm playing this with the boys tomorrow. I'm not, because I'm driving, but the floor is lava, giving their friends just 5 seconds to get off the ground on which they're standing as they pretend it is red hot.
Yeah.
Some have been darting into busy roads, leaping onto high window ledges, and even jumping on the bonnets of cars without thinking.
No.
Now charities, or as I like to call them, squares, are warning parents to make sure their children find a safe place to play away from the roads. The game features in countless videos uploaded to YouTube. We'll have a look at YouTube in a second. Teenagers can be seen... Guys, they could be out there smoking crack or stabbing each other. Then playing a game called The Floor is Lava. It really...
Also, if you're running into the road, you're still on the floor, right?
Yeah.
So you're playing it wrong. Don't do that.
One lad was filmed leaping onto a metal rack at a hardware store. Another girl desperately jumped on the sill of a high open window. Well, that's just stupid. Mum, Susan Davies, was horrified when her 12-year-old daughter cried out, "The floor is lava," sending her brother 10 scurrying into the road. Well, that's just you brought your kids up wrong. Susan, 37, from Woking, Surrey, said, "He was so panicked about getting off pavement, he didn't even think. Thankfully, there were no cars coming, otherwise I dread to think what could have happened." Well, maybe he saw there were no cars coming, and that's why he did it. Charities, or squares, say the game is a great antidote to hours in front of a screen. Oh, hang on, charities are on the side of it now.
Or are they?
Hang on a minute. But Nathan Davies, Any relation to Susan Davis, the mum we've just heard from? Of the Royal Society for the Prevention of Accidents. That is not real.
RSPA. ROSPA. That's ROSPA. We've spoken to them.
I never broke it down. There's a Royal Society for the Prevention of Accidents.
Yeah, don't go out.
What about if my boys wet themselves? It's an accident.
ROSPA's failed.
Added, parents should encourage children to play similar games in a suitable area, like a playground with safe climbing structures for safe play. Road safety groups also urge drivers to take extra care in areas where children might be... Right, hang on a second. Let's so we can find some videos of some kids. This sounds like a great game. The floor is lava. Okay, let's see what comes up. Okay, this may be sweary, so I'm going to...
Hannah.
Yeah.
The floor's lava.
Portrait.
Hang on. Right. She jumps in a bin. Oh.
She's fallen in the bin.
Yeah, Kevin. The floor is lava. 5, 4.
He's climbing up. He's in a supermarket. He's jumped. That's rubbish.
Johanna, the floor is lava.
Next customer, please. I'm so sorry.
It just looks like fun.
So
There's someone in the carpet shop. Hang on.
red or hey, there's a colour called the floor is lava.
Oh, Johanna.
What's he going to do? I mean...
He's jumped between the rolls of carpet and went straight through.
It's just fun.
That looks fun to
It's
me.
had nearly 3 million views. It's just a bit of stupid fun.
I know what we're doing this
Come on.
weekend.
Oh, come on. What, up me and you?
Yeah.
We'll do that Sunday. We'll play it on Sunday. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, it's just a bit of stupid fun. The floor is lava. I like that. Love some of that. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, we'll do a recap after 12 of the things that we're talking about and the bits and pieces that we've got. But you know the rules, guys, of course. You can call in about absolutely anything you want. Now is about the time where the phone calls dry up a little bit, and then after 12 they tend to pick up again a little bit, which is fine. But I know what it's like, though. It is... Nigel was right. It is very, very humid. It's very close. It's
Especially if you're wearing lycra.
Oh, jeez.
Can you imagine? Oh, I can.
Well, that's the problem. I can. But it is... imagine being in bed now. It's so hot and unpleasant. I got home last night, and I had to be up I had to get up about 7 to take the kids to school. And whenever I've got to be up at 7, I don't take my the pill I normally take, because it will just knock me out for until 10 or 11, and I just won't get up, so I don't take that pill. So then I can't sleep. So I'm awake till about 3:30, and it was just so hot, and I was having the weirdest. I'm having the weirdest dreams at the moment. And then I got up, woke up about 6, so I had 2.5 hours sleep. Stayed in bed for a bit, did a little bit of work on the computer, got the boys up. They were hilarious. They did not want to wake up. It was the funniest thing.
Really? Can they have a word with my daughters because they don't want to go to sleep?
They couldn't get up. It was hilarious. Then I took them to school, and I had to be in town today for 2. So I thought, I can go home. I can get 2.5 hours in bed. So I went to bed, and I was having the weirdest dreams. I was dreaming about... Now, this won't mean much to most of you. I was dreaming about Kim Fowley. Kim Fowley, of all people. But then I was dreaming about the Queen, and the Queen was in a carriage, and she was doing the what's that?
She's beckoning you with a finger.
With her finger. She was doing that, and I stood up. I was outside, and so I stood up and saluted her.
Oh, of course you did.
I saluted the Queen because she was doing the beckoning finger, but I didn't follow it. And then I thought the Queen was dead.
Oh.
Right. And I just wonder... Just watch this space. Watch this space. I think I've had a prediction.
Well, she will eventually. Despite us singing...
No,
God Save Her.
Well, maybe if we keep on singing God Save Her, he will. You know, 100 years from now, she's still going. She's still going strong. She really is a spoilt millionaire who has access to the best medical care in the world. That's how come she's still going.
But God bless her.
Here's the thing. You hear that 25% of care homes suck, basically, or like really, really bad and just awful places you don't want to go to, and the managers don't know the names of people, and they ration the kind of the pads that the people wear. But the Queen will be going forever because, people say, oh, Prince Philip, he's 96 and he keeps going because he's got the best medical care in the world.
And loads of help to stay at home.
Yes, of course. And also, he was in hospital recently. Do you know what they do to him in hospital? They give him a full blood transfusion of 6-year-old children. They take the blood out of 6-year-old children. He used to suck it out of their necks, but they've stopped doing that now. But they just siphon the blood out of 6-year-old children and leave husks outside the back of a hospital.
Oh, I've seen those. Is that what that's about?
And they put that blood in his system, and he has that refreshed every 3 months. And that is how Prince Philip is allowed to walk this earth. Free and easy. Free and indeed easy. 0344 499 1000. I'm kind of slowing down going through the newspaper stories because there isn't really a lot in there. There's a lot. I tell you what there is. Right? There's a lot of women in. Here's the fashion, it would appear, if you believe the photographs you see in the Sun and the Mirror and the Star.
Right.
It's the fashion is women wearing swimsuits that go right up the bum crack.
Exactly. And
right up there.
That's
unhygienic.
That's always been a problem for me because I've got a very long body and short legs, right? So
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Trust me, I've tried.
I'm not a weeble, but
you wobble. And you don't fall down unless you've had a few beers.
Then I can't stand up. But
yes,
crack is a problem.
Yeah.
If you've got a long body, because I think, especially in these days of people cutting corners when it comes to cloth and that.
Well, yes.
Literally
touching cloth.
Bodies are back. Do you know that?
Sorry?
The body is back.
I don't know what... Elle Macpherson?
No, the body suit.
I don't know what that means.
Well, basically, like baby grow for ladies.
Oh, I like them. Are they play suits? Jumpsuits?
No, jumpsuits are...
Play suits are the shorts?
Shorts, yeah.
I like them.
Oh.
Why can't you get those for guys?
You can.
When are dungas coming back? I want to wear dungarees.
Do it, but you'll look like...
A knob?
Yeah.
No, I like dungarees.
Or a decorator.
I like dungarees. I wish they'd come back, because they look like a fun... I tell you what I'd like to wear.
Do you know a dungaree story?
Yeah.
When I was pregnant, I bought myself a pair of dungarees, because I thought bit Felicity Kendall quite cute.
Great.
Actually, I probably look like an egg cup.
Great story.
No, wait. I tweeted about it.
Yes.
I got a lot of dungaree perverts.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's a niche thing.
Yeah, I bet. I tell you what I'd like to wear, and the only person I can think of who can pull it off is Pete Townsend. The boiler suit.
Right.
And he wore, from about 1968 to about 1972, he wore white boiler suits on stage, and he looked good. He looked good. I found out later on he had knee pads on, so he could do those skins. That was a bit disappointing.
Not stupid.
But the boiler suit, I did have a boiler suit a couple of years ago, about 5 years ago, that was based on the Lost. On Lost, they all wore boiler suits. I had one of those made up. But I think I could... And I used to wear one when I was at B Jams. I used to wear a blue one that was like a...
Overalls?
Yeah. I might do that. I tell you what I like. The boiler suit. And I nearly bought one of these when I was at Three Counties. And I never got round to it. And I will get one because the shop's closing near me that sells them. The brown caretaker jackets. You know, the long jacket. I like them. I think they're good.
For sweeping stages?
Yeah, I like them a lot.
Okay.
I think they're good.
It's good to have dreams.
What's the dream? I just want to...
Well, you've got ambitions. You've got sartorial ambitions.
I might get a boiler suit. I'd look good in a boiler suit. I need to lose a bit of weight. You've got to be slim. You've got to be slim to carry it off.
Can I give you a note of caution?
Please do, mate.
As someone, I love a jumpsuit, mate.
Yes.
I love a jumpsuit. I've got a number of play suits too, but I wouldn't wear them to work.
No.
Don't need any encouragement, do they? So, the difficulty is with a jumpsuit.
Those sports boys would be like
would be more
an
than
army of snails out there when you looked at the carpet.
Stop it!
It would be, though.
When you go to the toilet. You have to strip right down. Do you want to do that at work? Because I make it a rule to try not to.
I've taken before the show. Shall I share this? Yeah, I'll share this. Before the show, going off and having a full-on constitutional in the toilets, and I use it as a real time to get centred. But
you don't take all your clothes off.
No, but I have a dump before the show, and I'll use it to get centred, to cleanse my... I'm thinking of having one of those things where you swallow a cheesecloth.
A what?
A cheesecloth. And you swallow it. It's an Indian... It's a tantric thing, not sex. Yogic, a Vedic thing. It's a Vedic. You swallow a cheesecloth, and then you pass it out through your bumhole. And it's like it's like flossing your body, and you pull it out. It's a thing.
Just eat muesli.
No,
it's a lot of fuss.
I'm tempted to do that.
Don't.
I'd love to.
Don't, because I can hear what you're going to say to me. Kath,
put this on eBay for me.
Kath, I swallowed this loofah about 3 days ago. It's still not come out.
I've been fascinated by enemas. Since I read a thing in The Guardian, don't make jokes about it, please. Since I read a thing in The Guardian or The Observer magazine about someone who went and had it done, and a marble came out that had been lodged in their colon.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
And ever since then, I have been fascinated. I was asked to go and do a show like that for TV, and I said,
Celebrity
do you know
Sphincters.
what? Yeah, and in the end, Richard Blackwood did it. And I thought, do you know what? I'm all right.
I was listening to Keith and the Girl last week.
Oh, yeah.
And they were talking about enemas and how they...
Public enema number one.
Self-administer.
Oh, yeah, well, you can get the equipment. Well, maybe it's something we'll do on the show. I don't know. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number, dear listener. It's another hour of this absolute rubbish that we are trotting out. If you want to be part of it, now would be an excellent time to give us a call, as the switchboard, dear listener, is empty. 0344 499 1000, the late night alternative with me, Iain Lee, and her, Catherine Boyle, on Talk Radio.
Talk Radio.
Getting paid for this rubbish. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Do give us a call. Ray, you'll be up next, and it could be you, dear listener. My name's Iain Lee. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
You'll never know how much I really love you. You'll never know how much I really care. Listen, do you want to know a secret? Do you promise not to tell? Whoa, whoa, closer. Let me whisper in your ear. Say the words you long to hear. I'm in love with you. Woo. Listen. Do you want to know a secret? Do you promise not to tell? Whoa, whoa, closer. Let me whisper in your ear. Say the words you long to hear. I'm in love with you. Woo. I've known the secret for a week or two. Nobody knows, just we two. Listen, do you want to know a secret? Do you promise not to tell? Whoa, whoa, closer. Let me whisper in your ear. Say the words you long to hear. I'm in love with you.
I'll be honest, my voice is absolutely knackered from the first 30 minutes of the show. Missed it? Oh! Well, we won't be doing that again in a hurry, let me tell you. But my voice is gone. I shall be resting it on the journey up to Newcastle tomorrow. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Good evening, Ray.
Good evening.
Good evening, Ray. What have you got for us this evening, sir?
Well, you've got a choice.
Yo.
I bet this doesn't happen often. You can either let me talk about being accused of being a sexist today by my daughter.
Oh, yes, okay.
Or
an old story of me being cheeky to a celebrity.
I'm going to toss for it. Hang on. Heads, we hear about you being a sexist. Tails, we hear about you being cheeky to a celebrity. Catherine, you're going to be the judge on this, right? So head, it's the sexist. Tails, it's a celebrity. Toss the coin.
It's heads.
Let's hear about you being a sexist.
Well, I was at that place today that you weren't going to mention with my daughter, Wimbledon.
Wimbledon, the tennis. Oh, yeah.
And I just happened to mention to her that I didn't think women should get paid the same as the men.
Oh, gosh, oh, dear.
Because they don't play as much tennis.
Oh, do they?
What?
I tell you what, Ray, I don't want to get involved in this. I'm going to let you and Kath have this conversation.
Go on, Ray. Lay it out.
Well, no, it's true. Right, okay, so if you, say, for example, the ladies' champion and the men's champion.
Women's, yeah.
Women's champion. They'll be, if the women's champion, if they go right the way through the tournament without dropping a set, they'll play a total of 14 sets.
Okay.
Whereas if the men goes through to the final and wins without dropping a set, they play 21.
Are the women allowed to play longer?
Well,
or is that the rule, that they have to play a shorter set?
Yeah, the women can only play a maximum of 3 sets.
Okay, so is it their fault then that they're not working, in your words, as hard as the men?
It's not that. Well, it might be. I don't know what the answer is. Why don't they play best of 5 sets? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Smash the system. Don't blame the players. Blame the game, my friend.
Well, yeah, that's my daughter said. Yeah, all right, fair enough.
She's right. You brought her up right. Sadly, you missed out yourself.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that on the chin.
Thanks for calling, Ray.
Thanks very much.
The thing is, if he'd stood by his guns, I would have respected him more, but he buckled so easily.
Well, the lady tennis players should stick by their guns. You know what I'm talking about, guys? Yeah! Hoo-ha! They should carry on playing. When the game is finished by the standards that are set, they should go, no, we've still got a bit more to go, guys.
If you don't mind?
If you don't mind, we've got a little bit more to go. It's weird that they don't play as long. It seems a very old-fashioned thing.
Because the women are not built the way that women tennis players were back in the day.
Yeah.
So I think they would have the stamina to be able to do it.
I think they would now, yes. I think they would, but even...
It's not like they're, the Edwardian times, they were wearing long skirts.
Yes, yes. No, I know, I do think they would be able to do it, with relative ease.
I would also love to see one of the Williams sisters playing a man.
I'd love to see one of the Williams sisters, the one that's good now, playing the Scottishman, and I'd love to see them. I'd love to see them. I'd love to see her bashing his balls.
Oh,
hard. I'd love to see them at it hard.
A good, hard, sustained volley.
Oh, don't be so vulgar! I'm talking about tennis. I hate it. Hate it. Boring. Everyone says, so do you like football then, E? No? Oh, right. What's your sport? None, because they're rubbish. Sometimes I go, well, I used to like athletics, because I can watch athletics.
Yeah, because it's quick, isn't it?
I like the 400-metre dash, and I mean, you've got to be, if you don't like the pole vault, there's something wrong with you, because that's brilliant. I
quite like the gymnastics where they do that thing where they're...
parallel bars?
No, the one where they're...
You got to have to say words. The bars, the parallel bars.
Yeah, when they're swinging off the goalpost, that one.
Yeah, the parallel bars.
Is that not the ones that are down at the sides?
No. The parallel bars are the ones where there's one up in the air and then there's one not quite so high, isn't it?
Yeah, go on.
I think that's that.
I like that.
I like that. I also like...
I like anything where you might bang yourself.
And I like it simply because I do not understand it. I never understood it as a kid. Couldn't do it. The hop, skip and jump. The triple jump.
Well, when I was at school, they wouldn't let girls do it.
Because of your
Ovaries
vaginas.
And that, yeah.
So there's so much... Who invented that? There is so much
person
thinking.
That invented butterfly.
There is so much thinking going into a jump. So you've got... First of all, you've got to back count it, so you land up on the thing. So then you've got the first thing has to be a hop, so with the right leg onto the right leg. Hop, skip. So then you go onto the left leg, and then a jump, you've got to land on both feet. What the flipping hell is that about?
Overly complicated, right?
Very.
Butterfly.
Yep.
Why?
I don't.
I mean, it's just silly.
Swimming's boring.
Silly.
I like the diving when it's two young men in very, very tight shorts coming off together.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
But no, what's your sport then? Why should I have one? Oh, you ain't got a sport? No. Why should I have a sport? Sport's rubbish. Sport's for knobs.
I grew up in a house where I was forced to... We had one telly and there was always sport on if my dad was in, because it was his job.
He wrote about sport?
Yeah. So we had to just deal with it. I hate sport. I hate it.
I tell you what I like.
I find it boring.
I tell you what I like. When was the Montreal Olympics?
Don't know.
I'm going to say 1976.
Oh, I wasn't born.
I was born. No, I'm going to say 90. Because 84 was Los Angeles, because they had the bloke on the jetpack. 80, so they wouldn't have had two North Americas back to back. 80, I think, was Munich. God, have I got this right? If I was 80, I'm going to say 76 was Montreal. And what I used to like about those Olympics, I remember them. I was 3. Was the really weird audio and picture quality. Do you remember? You're like old foreign sporting events up until about the mid-80s. The commentators will be using those lip mics and it's really exciting. And it'll be really weird. I used to like, I like that. And listening, I tell you what I like. Nothing will make me fall asleep quicker than a Saturday afternoon, me on the sofa, facing the sofa with my arm over the top and a football match on in the background. That sound of the crowd, that'll send me to sleep straight away. It's like a lullaby.
Thing is, that sounds quite relaxing. When the sport was on at my house, my dad was as if he was sitting in the dugout. So he would be sitting on the sofa, and then every time someone missed a goal or was going for a goal, he'd be up towards the television. So it was not a relaxing experience. It was quite stressful.
Mark will not let this when I'm 64 thing go. He's obviously spent the last hour and a half researching it.
But not Wikipedia.
Online, right? He sent me this. Oh. Hunter Davis, who was at Jim's house at the time doing an interview, I guess that's Paul's dad, for his Beatles biography, remembered Jim listening to an acetate disc of When I'm 64. Davis wrote that Paul recorded the song specifically for his father, as Jim was then 64 years old and had married Angela 2 years previous. Yeah. He might have recorded the song. Mark, you're arguing what I'm saying. He recorded the song late 66, right? And then they kind of overdubbed it for Sgt. Pepper 67. And it says here, he recorded the song for his father, right? Doesn't say he wrote it. Doesn't say that, right? He wrote it when he was 16, mate. In 1958. Even I was out, because I said 62. He wrote it in 1958, buddy.
Wouldn't it be weird, though, if he'd written that song and his dad's 64th birthday came along and he didn't sing it to him?
Yeah. So, Mark, I basically, what you've done with that hour and a half research is you've backed up, you've agreed with me. So you'll send that in to say, yes, Ian, I agree with you. Yes, I can boogie.
But I need a certain song.
Skyfail. This is a great story.
Oh, Adele.
Superfan flies across world 3 times to see Adele, and every time the gig's been cancelled. Oh, yes.
Well, there's talk now of whether Adele will ever sing again.
Well, she's retired, isn't she?
No.
She said she'd retired.
Her voice has been damaged.
No.
And now they're saying that they have to investigate whether she'll ever be able to use it again.
No.
Yeah.
Where did you read that, mate?
I heard it on the news today.
Thank you very much indeed. It's bullshine. Of course she'll sing again. She'll rest it. She'll have some honey and lemon. They'll give her cortisone injections. That's my recommendation anyway. She'll be right as.
Thanks, Doctor.
She's probably got nodules, that's all. And Adele, she needs to swallow a cheesecloth and pull it out of her bum.
Oh.
I'd watch that.
Well.
An Adele superfan has flown 18,200 miles to see the star perform on 3 occasions, only to see each concert cancelled at the last minute. Brilliant. Laurie Shortall, 48, has spent more than £6,000 trying to see the Londoner sing live, but is yet to make it to a gig.
How many times has he done this?
She has done it. 3 times.
Okay, well, after the second, would you?
No, because you think, well, it's happened twice. There's no way she's going to cancel again. I'm going to go. Let's get the itinerary. The latest blow came when Adele axed the final 2 Wembley dates at the end of her world tour, just as Laurie and 2 friends flew into it. So you can find her, Laurie Shortall. L-O-R-I.
Where's she from again?
She is from... I don't know. We'll have to...
Is it Shortall with 2 L's?
Yes.
I got her. Daisy Duke Pooch.
That followed previous trips... Oh, the 2 Wembley, just as Laurie and 2 friends flew in to watch. That followed previous trips to Texas and Arizona in the US that also ended in disappointment. Laurie of Newfoundland, Canada said,
Yeah.
I've had so much bad luck that I think I'm going to go out and buy a lottery ticket because it has to change at some point. No. You're jinxed. You're a Jonah. You're a Jonah. Let everyone know when you buy a ticket for something, because then we won't buy tickets for it. I don't blame Adele at all. Good. She has to look after her voice, and she must feel really bad.
Yeah.
But I just cannot believe all these concerts I've booked to see have been cancelled. I really would love to see her one day. She should have booked a ticket for Boys Life. Secondary school music... Pablo, I will come to you in a minute. I see you on the ball, mate. Secondary school music teacher Laurie has been listening to Adele since her debut album 19 was released, and booked to see her in Houston, Texas in late 2011. She took 4 days of unpaid leave at a loss of £600 to attend the show, as well as paying £470 for the flight. Laurie said, my sister, who lives in Texas, got me tickets for my birthday, but Adele had a vocal hemorrhage and was forced to cancel. Laurie then waited 5 years. Her husband, Darren, was... we were on our way to the show when a friend called and told me Adele had cancelled. It's terrible. Adele later posted an emotional video online to apologise. Laurie finally thought she had her chance to see her idol perform live in London at the weekend, only to be let down again. Laurie added, I just said, oh dear God, no. I couldn't believe it. Adele is a beautiful singer and a great lady. I love the fact she has a bit of a potty mouth and talks about her son all the time. I like Adele. That's I like that. That's a really bad...
I found Laurie. I've just tweeted her.
Beautiful. See if she'll come on and have a chat about that, and she will have our sympathies. Pablo, stay there. Come to you in a bit. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. The late night alternative with me, Iain Lee, on Talk Radio.
Late night Iain Lee.
On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
And suddenly it's 20 minutes past 12. Who'd have thunk it? 0344 499 1000. Good evening, Pablo.
Hip, hip, hip.
Hip, 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 Pablo. What have you got up for us?
Well, you know what she's pushing for, don't you, the Adele fan?
Oh, she wants to have a private concert.
Actually, she just wants a cup of tea with her.
Oh, that's not weird.
That's not much.
Well, I hope, Adele, if you've got a soul, have a cup of tea with that woman. Have a cup of tea with her.
She's the sort that would, I think.
Yeah, of course you would. Of course you would.
You can tell how gushing she is, even though it's happened 3 times.
Yeah.
She's saying, oh, I love her so much, and I understand all the situations.
Yeah, oh no, by
What's she supposed to do, say, that lazy cow?
No, by the 3rd time I go, do you know what, Adele can... I would be angry. By the third time, when I spent nearly 20 grand, yeah. Yes, I would. I'd say, Adele, you owe me this money, woman. Come on, pay up. Because this is the thing. I've been lucky enough in my life to have been in the presence of very rich people when they were very rich. Duncan Bannatyne, before he got divorced. And
he got remarried again, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Good for him. I like Duncan. He's a nice bloke. He invited me and my missus to go and use his French villa once. Sorry?
Was it a...
No. It wasn't. Don't do that, no.
Leave the car keys in the bowl at the door.
We never took...
Exactly, Pamps.
No, come on. We never took him up on the offer. How stupid is that? Probably had to sell it now. But, you sat with him, right? He's a nice bloke, Duncan. I like him a lot. He made his money. You know how he made his money?
Ice cream.
Yeah, ice cream. He used to have a moustache and sell ice cream, it's true. And you just sat there and you're thinking, you could pay off my mortgage and you wouldn't even notice it. You wouldn't even notice it. And you just feel like saying, Dunks, buddy, just pay off. Look, I'm going to write down a figure on a bit of paper. This is what my mortgage is, right? I'm going to write it down. We don't even have to say anything. You have a look at that. Can you sort that out? Of course you can. Come on, let's do it. That's all you got to say. And do you know what? I bet for a laugh, if you got him on the right day, he'd go, I'm in, and we're going to do it.
Well, maybe you missed your chance. Maybe that's how he ended up losing quite a bit.
Make you an offer. I'm going to make you an offer. I will give you 50% of the fee, but I want 25% of your wife. Beautiful, yeah. All right, no worries. In fact, do you know what? Give me 25% of the fee, you can have 50% of the wife. I'm in. I'm out. I'm in.
Oh, stop
Steady!
it!
Steady! Come
Pabs,
on!
see what you've done there.
Come on, Pabs. Outrageous, mate. Focus!
Ridiculous.
So the whole Newcastle thing, so you're up for the whole weekend, or?
Yeah, we're up for the whole weekend. We're doing the show on Friday. Saturday, we're going to walk around and we'll record some bits and pieces for the show. We're
going to play The Floor is Lava.
Are we ever going to play out Eddie Large?
Yeah.
Can we do it tomorrow? Let's do it tomorrow. Let's have it set up so that tomorrow we can do it.
Yeah,
because I don't know if you noticed, I've got a 5-hour drive tomorrow.
You haven't mentioned it.
And then the thought of doing a 3-hour show after a 5-hour, that's 8 hours. That's almost a full working day.
That's your job.
Yeah, well, your job is to not be so irritating.
Stop throwing things at me.
It's just pens.
Could have my eye out.
Yeah, I could do.
Well, I must say
the pen is lava.
Ow.
Oh. Pierce the skin.
That'll bruise that.
Yeah, well, we'll do.
I'm going to take pictures.
All right, mate. Anyway, Pablo, go on. Pablo, you're really bringing out the worst in both of us this evening, mate. I don't know what it is, but you're sending off a really violent vibe.
I know, I come in and it's all sex and violence. All
it really is. It really is.
No, it was just to say thank you that because of you, so technically if it doesn't come out right, it's your fault. I listened to These People podcast with Lee and Penny that you were on.
Oh, yeah.
A month or so ago.
Oh, yes.
And I submitted a few things. They did like an answer phone special because I don't think they had the time to make an episode that one week, and I did a couple of things and then managed to get myself on as a full-on.
So, hang on, are you saying you're leaving us to go and be a radio host?
No, not at all. Not by any means. No, I was a guest on their thing.
Right.
I've got my own podcast with me chums on the side, the Food Wars Films by podcast, just in case.
Yes.
But yeah, just through that, just listening to their podcast because obviously I was trolling the old. Knew you'd done a few.
Well, dreams can come true, Pablo. Look at me, babe. I'm into you. You know you've got to hold on. You know you've got to be strong.
Hold on.
I'm glad we made your dreams come true. Why was he telling us that?
I think it was a humble brag.
Oh, I see.
Or he was just being pleasant.
What is there in Newcastle? I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait. I've not been in Newcastle for, 27 years. Sweet Lord, I'm old. The fact I can talk about having been somewhere 27 years ago and I was an adult then means I am ancient. But what is there in Newcastle?
I've never been, but I do watch Geordie Shore.
Okay.
So according
you can't judge it on that.
So according to Geordie Shore, there's a nightclub called
Fanny's.
No.
The Cock and Balls.
Tuk. There's one called Bougie.
No.
So we won't be going there. I think it's a city, so they'll have like shops, cathedrals.
I know. Right. Okay. I don't want to know. I don't want to know where the Gap and Next and Marks and Spencers is. I want a bit of culture.
Right.
When I go to a city, I want culture.
Right.
So where do I go?
There's a big bridge.
All right. Beautiful. Let's go and have a look at that. Let's go and have a look at the bridge.
I've Googled it. I don't need to see it.
Coal mines. Working in a coal mine. Go down a coal mine. We'll drink some frothy beer. We'll get into some fights. I don't know what there is up there. I don't know anything about it.
You sound vexed.
I think I'm thinking of Sheffield.
You are. No, that'd be steelworks, not coal mines. Although I think I want
to go to the Joe Cocker Museum.
Huh? Is there such a thing?
Of course there is. In Sheffield.
Do you know where I've been? In Ulverston.
Me, I do.
Stan Laurel.
Oh.
There's a Laurel and Hardy museum. It's just basically a house filled with their stuff. That's good.
But why? Okay, whose house is it? Did it used to be one of their houses?
Stan Laurel's. Yeah, he's from Ulverston.
But is it actually his house or is it a replication?
Yeah.
I'd like that. I would love that. Do like a bit of Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah.
Laura lesbians on Blind Date.
Good.
First gay girls on show. Telly's blind date is to feature... It's not even, it's not even
It's not a story. It's 2017, mate.
They did Gay Guys, didn't they? A long time ago.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
No, I mean, it's silly, but I've not seen that show, and I don't think anybody has.
What, The Blind
seen,
Data?
The Blind Data.
With Paul O'Grady?
No, I don't think it's been doing very well, has it, really? I don't think many people have...
Well, it's a classic. Why do that?
Yeah, I mean, if they did it on ITV, it would...
What's it on, then?
Channel 5's.
Oh.
Yeah, Channel 5's. So if they did it on Button 3, I think it would. You could just about pull it off and make it work. I think, but on Channel 5, no one's going to go.
Paul O'Grady, I don't think is the man.
Okay, who would you have hosting it? It's got to be either a gay man or a woman. It's got to be.
I miss Davina, and I know she's done like Street Mate and stuff. I think she would be good on it.
Love Davina.
But at the moment, it seems to be if you're a woman on telly, you've got to be either Holly Willoughby
or the girl with the eyes, Emma Smith.
Yeah.
What's the name? Emma
Willis.
Both lovely
brilliant,
people I've
but
worked
they
with.
seem to be passing a baton.
Yeah, when are we going to get some new talent? By new talent, I mean old talent. I mean old women like you.
Yeah.
When are we going to get old birds?
I'm
like
waiting.
you?
I'm available. I'm very cheap.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's the thing.
The problem.
We've got another half an hour of this, and I kind of feel we've shot our bolt. The first half an hour was brilliant. I mean, can we not just play that out again? Is that we're allowed to just play out the first half hour? We all go home early. No one's listening at this point of the night. You know, we've kind of done everything we need to do. No one's calling in. The stories I've got. Done Flying Ants, Blue Peter, but I did that yesterday. I've got puns and bucket list. That's all I've got. That's it. And they're both ropey stories. I would do them. We'll do. They're ropey stories, but if no one wants to phone in...
You asked for it.
I will do puns and I will do bucket list. I don't remember what puns is. I know what puns are, but I don't know what puns is in terms of this thing. 0344 499 1000 if you want to give us a call. Otherwise, I'm going to do these ropey stories.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
0344 499 1000. Oh, this is the pun story. It is ropey as. It is ropey as. But I'm going to do it. So you guys don't want to call in, so I'm going to do it. This shows how little... We're not even in silly season yet. This shows how little there is in the newspapers. Just pun to the shops for us. Firm names with service and a smile. It doesn't have a posh front on Oxford Street, but this Selfridges still prides itself on cool customers. The white goods firm made the top 20 of quirky business names in Britain. It's Selfridges. It's called Selfridges.
Good one.
At number 1 was the boss of carpet cleaners, Spruce Spring Clean. Born to run the vacuum around.
Oh, God.
The survey found 4 in 10 people were more likely to use a firm with a witty name.
Oh,
Not me.
I wouldn't think they would take it seriously.
With more than a third more likely to recommend them.
No, laugh about them.
A quarter of people even believe they would typically get better service from a business with a great name. The people behind the survey didn't work. I didn't say the name of the company.
Suckers.
Some of the shops are generations old, showing that a catchy name can stand the test of time. And here's the thing, dear listener. You've not called in. The next 30 minutes is me going through this top 20 list. That's what you're going to get. But before we do that, let's see if he's sobered up. David Babcock.
I wasn't actually drunk.
I think you were quite... Were you on drugs?
No, I was just a little bit tired, and I got caught up in the emotions of what's his name left.
So you were... what's his name, yes. So you were tired and emotional, because it sounded like a drunk man.
It sounded very...
It sounded pathetic.
Or possessed.
Yeah.
Well, this is an attack.
Sorry?
This is a bit of an attack.
No, it's just a summary of your previous call. Let's put your alcoholic issues to one side.
Yes.
Let's see how we get on this evening, David.
Twofold.
Oh.
The first one, you said that nobody's ringing in, and you've not really got much to talk about, so I'm happy to just have a chat.
Oh, good.
That's that one done. Yes. Second fold.
I've joined Tinder.
Sorry?
Oh.
I've joined Tinder.
Right. Do you know what Tinder is?
My friend Barry told me about it, and it sounds pretty nice, yes.
And now, I've never looked at Tinder, right? So I don't really... which way do you swipe if you don't like the person?
Well, I only really swipe right, but if you don't like them, you swipe left.
So
Yeah, so just think, if they're not right, you swipe left.
What, you mean if they're bent?
No, I mean if they're not right for you, brackets for you.
Do you mean gay?
No, in my case, yes, they would not be right for me, would they, if they were gay men?
Homophobic, are you? You wouldn't go out with a gay man? No. Homophobe?
Bit of a waste of time,
That's
wouldn't it, for
outrageous.
all concerned?
You wouldn't go out with a gay man?
No.
That is homophobic, mate. You can't say that.
I've just said it.
Next you'll be saying you wouldn't go out with a black lady. Racist? Can you believe this, David?
I think we're seeing a side to Kathleen that we've never seen before.
We are. We're seeing her backside, and it's racist and it's homophobic.
Right. I'm wondering if you could help me update my profile because it's not working.
With great pleasure, David.
Currently, would you like to know my bio?
I guess, yes. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, go on, why not? Yes.
Okay, hang on. Woman wanted, no fatties. And I've not had any luck.
Okay. And what is the picture? Is it the same picture that you posted for the competition?
No, it's my profile picture on Facebook.
Okay, I'm going to go to Facebook.
Let's just check that out, shall we? See whether he's a left or a right.
I'm lonely, Kathleen.
Yes, I know.
Well, we're gonna sort you out. We're gonna sort this out.
Oh, brilliant!
That's his picture, is it?
Let's have a look.
Well, he's like a man with half a face.
Oh, so it's you wearing a beanie with half a face. They might think that you're scarred all down the left side of your face. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but, some people can be funny about stuff like that.
It looks like you're already halfway through being swiped right, though, so that's quite cunning.
Yeah, and you look like a sex criminal.
Yeah.
I've always been told to leave them wanting more.
Yes, well, maybe you need to cover a little bit more of the face.
On the upside, that is a big chimney.
Yeah. Okay. Well, perhaps you need to go into a bit more detail, because some women, admittedly weird-looking women, they like ghosts and ectoplasm and stuff like that. Maybe you could tell them about your adventures in the spirit realm.
Yeah, they like being given the willies.
Is that an honest suggestion? Because I'm getting quite lonely, and with all this heat, I'm getting quite flustered.
Yeah, that is an honest suggestion. Put on. Okay. So, can you update the bio now while we're here?
I've only got one hand.
I've got it for you.
I've got two, but
I've got
Here
it.
we go.
Ready?
Catherine knows.
Sexy ghost hunter wants to give you the willies.
I think I might be banned if I start bandying around.
Oh no, you don't know what Tinder is like.
Can I make a suggestion, David?
Yes.
There are other apps that help you find partners, and the thing about Tinder I've heard is there are lots of fake profiles on there. Can I recommend an app that you might have a bit more success with? It's called Grindr. 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 If you download that and talk about giving people the willies, I think you might just come off a little bit better on there.
Definitely.
I'll find myself a Mrs. Babcock.
Yep. You let us know how you get on, David.
Thank you, Ian.
I think you'll be David Goodcock by the end of the evening.
Nice one, mate.
Thank you very much indeed. At number 20, PG Trips. It's a bus charter in Houghton-le-Spring. Well, this doesn't work. This doesn't work, right? It's a chip shop, right? Bearing in mind, there's
Codfather.
No. Bearing in mind, there's a chip shop near an arts centre in Maidenhead called Oh My Cod, that's brilliant, I think. Oh My Cod! Exclamation mark. They do really good chips. Oh, do you know, I could murder some proper old-fashioned chips.
Newcastle, they'll do pies, won't they?
I'm on a diet.
I'm not.
So this doesn't make sense. Frying Nemo. There's nothing like Finding Nemo.
Also, what a hideous thought.
Fish and chip shop in Goole. You have to be a ghoul. I'm sure they do excellent chips, by
Excellent,
the way, guys.
yummy.
This is a classic from Brizzle. Although if I were the gentleman in question, I would sue Jason Donovan. Jason Donovan? Me like that. It's a food truck in Bristol. I'm going to stretch this out. I've got to stretch this out until 1 o'clock in the morning.
I sometimes drive past a hairdresser's called the Lunatic Fringe.
That doesn't make sense. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Unless you call in, I'm just going to read all of these out very slowly until 1 o'clock.
Late night conversation worth losing sleep over. Iain Lee.
On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Yes, line 1.
Hello?
Hello, you're on the air.
It's Paul.
Hello, Paul.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I want to talk to you about, but as I said before to the lady who was on earlier, I'm paranoid schizophrenic.
Uh-oh.
With epilepsy.
Hey.
That's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a list, though, isn't it? Hey, how are you coping with all that?
Okay, not too bad. But today they changed me tablets.
Uh-oh.
They were the same tablets, right? They don't seem to understand, but they changed the makers of the tablets.
Yes, but they changed they changed the makers, but they're still the same tablets, are they?
Well, yeah, made by a different maker.
Yeah,
of the tablets.
But they do that though sometimes. There'll still be, if it's the same medication.
Yeah, but they did that to me epilepsy tablets, right?
Yeah.
And you know what happened then? I kept having fit after fit after fit.
Oh, blimey.
They don't care. I mean, they do care, but they don't. They don't know what they're doing. So.
Well, who is this who's done this? Your doctor?
Well, it's just ages ago who did that to me.
Yeah.
And then...
But is it your doctor that's changed the pills?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're best off doing what the doctor suggests.
No, on that occasion with the epilepsy tablets, right? It was the pharmacist who did it.
Okay.
That's interesting, isn't it?
It is interesting, but different... I wouldn't worry too much, because different companies can make the same drugs, particularly with a common drug like epilepsy drugs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It'll be the same chemicals, because some of those drugs, they're like on the open market so people can manufacture them and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, you'd expect them to be the same, but they're not.
Oh. Well, have you spoken to your doctor about it?
Well, not this new doctor. I've got a new doctor now.
I would go and speak to the new doctor, Paul.
Well, about this thing. Well, it took months, right, to transpose the medication.
Yes.
When I did it at the home I was at in them days, years ago.
Yeah.
But they did it the right way of doing it.
Have you got a bit of a chesty thing going as well? I can hear you wheezing a bit.
Am I?
Oh, blimey! I don't want to set you off if you're paranoid. You listen. You know your body and you know your mind better than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
How are you feeling tonight, Paul?
Okay, pretty okay.
Good.
Yeah.
You been listening to the radio?
Yeah. Well, no, I haven't, because I'm trying to charge some tablets. Not tablets. Some batteries up.
You're trying to do what? Charge some batteries up?
Yeah, probably radio.
Oh, right. Well, the thing is, the DAB radios, they they really use up batteries like there's no tomorrow. You're better off plugging it in.
Yeah, they're charging the batteries.
Okay.
I'm putting them in the fridge.
Okay. In the fridge?
Yeah.
Does that charge up batteries?
But yeah, once you charge, you charge them with the Energizer.
Yeah, in the little charger things you plug in the wall. Yeah. What, then you put them in the fridge?
Then you put the batteries in the fridge.
Come on, I've never heard that.
It's probably good to do them with the ordinary batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you do them with the ordinary, put them in the fridge, they last longer.
You are joking. That is right. Okay, I've got those charging batteries. I hate them. They're a pain in the bum, all right? What I buy is there's a Duracell. Here's my tip, guys. Duracell. Let me find out what they're called, because I've got them in my bag. Duracell, Paul. They do, they do a really cheap version of Duracell. Here we go.
Yeah.
This is my tip, guys, and I learnt this from...
you have to keep on buying them.
No, hang on. I learnt this from a guy that does radio mics and stuff. Duracell Industrial, right? They're almost as strong as proper Duracell, but they are way, way cheaper. So I just buy 50 of them at a time. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to get those charging batteries and I'm going to put them in the fridge and see if you're talking sense or nonsense.
Yeah. But... If
yes,
these are supposed to last for a very long time. The batteries.
No, the thing about the have you had those rechargeable ones for a while?
Yeah, quite a while.
Yeah, because every time you recharge them, they kind of lose a little bit of power. So if you've had them for a long time, then they don't charge up as much.
Oh.
Go and treat yourself to some new rechargeable batteries, Paul. You deserve it.
Yeah.
All right, mate. Well, listen, I'm going to let you move on. Thanks so much for calling, man.
Oh, you didn't want to hear about leaving the body or anything like that, then?
I didn't want to hear about what, sorry?
Leaving your body physically.
Oh, go on, yeah. Actually, I didn't know you called... Yeah, go on. You tell us about leaving your body physically.
Well, I lay down in bed, start meditating on the abdomen, and I'm using a technique of meditation that I developed. Yes. And I've only done this. It only happened once. This particular part, I left my body.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
And what happened is I shot out my body into the room where I was laying.
You
down.
shot out?
Yeah, it's sudden quick.
Flipping heck, that sounds terrifying.
Talk about ending up in a...
That sounds terrifying, shooting out like that. I would not... okay, go on.
Well, it just jumped out.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
My body was the same, but I was outside my body, I know. Because, at first I couldn't open my eyes. I had difficulty opening my eyes. But when I did open my eyes, I could see things, and things looked very bright.
Wow. And how long ago was that? When did you last do that?
Oh, years ago.
Oh, okay. It's good meditation, isn't it? I like a little meditate every now and then. It's nice. Centres you a bit.
Yeah, because in my theory, your body, your physical body, right?
Yeah.
Only goes up to your belly button.
What? What's above your belly button then?
Yeah, no.
That is nuts. I've refrained from using that phrase, but that is actually nuts. Your body goes up to your belly button.
Yeah, topologically speaking.
Oh, topologically speaking, he says. Of course, yes.
Yeah.
All right, Paul, listen, I've got to go because I've got a couple more callers and we finish in a bit, but you look after yourself, yeah?
Okay, have a good time.
You take care, Paul. Thanks a lot, mate. Bye-bye. What a nice man. Let's go to Tony. Good evening, Tony.
Hello, Ian. How are we doing?
Hello, Tony. We're doing very, very well.
Yeah, I'd thought I'd call you, being I may be... I suspect the only sober caller you've had in the past 3 calls.
I'll be the judge of that.
Wow.
At number 10, it's Bonnie Tyler, Tiling and Plumbing. That's quite a good one. Bonnie Tyler. It's better than Barney's Rubble, because Barney's Rubble is a DIY shop, so not really got a lot to do with rubble.
If you've got rubble, you've failed at the DIY shop.
Yeah, that's like a scrap merchant. Barney's Rubble.
Interesting fact about Bonnie Tyler.
Yeah.
On the Meatloaf song "I Do Anything for Love," Bonnie Tyler was actually the singer on a certain part of that song, but she was dubbed out visually in the video by a model who deemed to be a little bit more aesthetically pleasing than Bonnie to be in the video.
She's a very sexy woman, Bonnie Tyler. Leather and lace.
Troubles with alcohol for some time, but by God, does she have a Welsh voice.
Oh, she's Bonnie Tyler, absolutely. She could strip the paint in this studio just by singing. Gotta love Bonnie Tyler.
Absolutely, and her pièce de résistance song was the conclusion to Short Circuit 2, if you remember that film.
I do. I don't remember the song. I like your style. Carry on.
I Need a Hero was the culmination of the song where Johnny Five chases Oscar throughout Union City. Do you remember the film?
Do you know what? I was thinking of Batteries Not Included, but yes, now I know this. I know the sequence to which you refer, Tony.
You're getting me going now. In Batteries Not Included is one of the only films that have ever reduced me almost to tears.
It's a great movie.
The segment where they find the baby alien spaceship that seems to be
hang on
dead.
Are you telling me you didn't cry at Flight of the Navigator?
Oh, Iain, you are getting me started.
Here we go, Tony. that is the one. That is the one.
Iain, I originally called to lighten the mood in terms of discussion of the Beatles, which you were initiating earlier, but we've digressed into a very, very positive,
the F of the N,
reminiscing subject.
Yeah,
right. But I'm going to get to the crux of my comment.
I want to see your crux. Get your crux out now,
and I want your opinion on this.
Here we go.
Best Beatles song, Octopus's Garden. Discuss.
Nice try, but no, wrong.
Explain.
It's not the best Beatles song.
I would agree and disagree.
Oh,
I would agree.
That's going to be interesting.
I would agree in terms of yes, it's pish. However,
no. I didn't say it's pish. I think it's a great song. It's not the best song. I'll tell you the best Beatles song if you want.
Go ahead.
Here Comes the Sun.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, because it is.
There are two Beatles songs that will lighten even the darkest of moods.
Oh!
There are Octopus's Garden and Here Comes the Sun, of which, incidentally, when these are written by McCartney or Lennon...
No, I know.
Although arguably, Octopus's Garden was penned in its entirety by George Harrison.
If you watch the Let It... Just indulge me for 30 seconds. If you watch the Let It Be movie, right near the start, George goes, how's that song coming on? And Ringo goes to the piano and plays a really ham-fisted version of Octopus's Garden. And George says, wouldn't it be better if you did it like this? And then he plays Octopus's Garden. And Ringo goes, oh yeah, nice one. Thanks, George. Is that so? Here Comes the Sun. You cannot listen to that and not feel that everything's going to be all right.
Bar the exception of the Bob Marley song, Three Little Birds.
Right.
Is it Three Little Birds, the Bob Marley song?
I have no idea, because Bob Marley is awful. You're thinking of Rockin' Robin by the Jackson 5.
Am I?
Yeah, thanks very much for calling, Tony. Let's go to Ray. Good evening, Ray. I think I got him there.
Good evening. Well, back in the days when I had hair, I used to have my hair cut at a place called Fringe Benefits.
Oh, cheeky.
It was next to Brent Cross Station.
I would not get any personal grooming done by people who thought that naming their business via a pun was an acceptable way to go.
Yeah, like cut above the rest and all that.
Catherine, are you all right? You're melting in front of my eyes.
You mentioned Here Comes the Sun, didn't you?
Oh, yes, that's what you were conceived to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, certainly melting here.
He makes my stomach go a little bit funny, that's all.
Thank you very much. No, you're flagging a bit, aren't you?
But yeah.
Thank you for that, Ray. The Chop Father.
No, that doesn't even work.
The Barber's Chop Father. No, it doesn't. How could you... No, it doesn't even work.
No.
Great Expectations. Fireplace outlet.
Spelt Grate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Jean-Claude Van Man.
Okay.
Removal company. That's nice. Oh, but this one can't be a joke. This has to be people's names.
Go on.
So solicitors.
Uh-huh.
The first name is spelt W-R-I-G-H-T.
Right.
Sorry. The second name is spelt H-A-S-S-A-L-L.
Huh?
Right, Hassel. Florists, Floral and Hardy. No. Wine bar. Planet of the Grapes. Huh?
Okay. I drive
You
past...
saw what? You saw what, Catherine? You've hang on.
I'm really tired.
You've saw what? You suggested you've sawn something. What have you saw? Tell me what you've saw.
A florist
Oh,
called
yeah.
Flowers Talk. Flower Stalk.
Oh, that is just... Only an idiot would shop there.
It's a right posh one.
Beauty salon, facial attraction.
Oh, God. But why would you go in there,
This
though?
is nice. This is nice. Although, if I was the gentleman in question, I would sue.
It's like calling it facial awareness.
Driving instructor Samuel L. Jackson. Alan Cartridge, office supplies. Locksmith, Sherlock Holmes. That's stupid. That's number 2. And number 1 is, we've already had it. It's the Carpet Cleaners Spruce Spring Clean. Dear listener, that is it. That is your lot. Holly, thank you very much indeed. Tomorrow we will be broadcasting live from a lunatic's home in Newcastle. We'll be bringing you up to date with all the big things happening in the toon.
Talk Radio.
We got entertainment, and we're not afraid to use it. Talk Radio.